right.
Your hair's pretty.
Whose hair's pretty?
I didn't see the... Okay, that's the weird thing.
My
I
long
can't...
flowing locks.
Yeah, I can't tell now that when we're on the air.
That's a greasy little coif you got going there.
Yeah,
and
I wouldn't say that, but it's long for sure.
One could call it very pretty.
Oh, it's really pretty. My wife and I share scrunchies. We're like best friends now.
Very romantic. Speaking of romantic, Terry, look at this studio, Terry, this morning. Things are starting to come together.
I know.
We got the telephone system in. It should be working.
Well, let's test it out, right?
And I love talking about the particulars of the studio again this morning, especially since Eric Flowers called me yesterday at home
Yes.
to tell me, hey, I don't think the listeners are really into you talking about the studio as much as you are. They really don't care. I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, since when do you tell me
How to do your
what to do on the freaking show? All right?
Yeah.
So now I will make it my business every segment today to talk about the real specifics of this studio, Terry.
Well,
Because, the fact of the matter is he might be right. He may be right. He might be wrong. I don't think he's necessarily right. I like keeping the listeners in the loop on everything, Terry.
Right.
But there's an outside chance he may be right. It would be the first time in the history of his life, but he may be right. But regardless of that, don't tell me what to do on this show. And because of that, whether I like it or not, Terry.
We're going to talk about it?
Oh, we're going to break down every little facet of the studio like we've never had before.
I noticed there's a new lamp.
You're going to know about every screw in this place.
Whoa.
All right.
Wow. He actually called you.
Well, it wasn't like he called me for that reason.
Yeah,
he wants to come down. He's all excited about the San Francisco thing, too, Terry. And don't get me wrong, he's a big supporter of that, and that's very nice. Almost overly supportive, Terry. He wants to fly down with us so he can show moral support on day one of us down in San Francisco next Monday. Maybe he's just looking for a little trip away. I don't know.
So a little moral support, day one, go back on Tuesday, see you later, or all week?
Me not wanting to break the man's spirit. He's a nice man.
Sure.
For the large part, I told him, sure, you want to come down and be a little rah-rah guy for us? That sounds wonderful.
Shishkumba. However that goes.
You want to, what does it say? Turn it up, make the speakers bleed. Who? Oh, okay, that's...
Someone signing in.
Oh, someone's... I thought someone was telling us that the studio wasn't even working this morning. Someone's sign-in name is Turn It Up and Make It Bleed. Turn it up, make the speakers bleed? What was that sign-in name?
No, make right back here, dude.
What friend of yours is that?
Yeah.
Turn it up and make the speakers bleed.
Trying to think of who that is.
Oh, my gosh.
One of my friends.
Pacer's microphone's working, and it's almost back to the way it was.
Wow. Call out the order. Come on.
Mm-hmm. You all right in there?
I'm great.
Okay. Turn the mic more towards you a little bit.
Well, I'm not sure which one I'm using. All right. Is it this one?
Yes. I don't think so.
I don't think it is. I think it's this one.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
I knew it sounded
got
too good.
so excited.
All right. Well, Terry, people don't want to hear about the studio.
Oh, that's right. They don't.
We got to stop talking about the studio so much because nobody cares. So here he is, telling us about how he's coming, telling me on the phone how he's coming to San Francisco and all that, and that's nice. Yeah. And then he throws in, hey, I think you should stop talking about the studio so much. It's just my 2 cents. I'm like, that's not even 2 cents. Let me make change for you. All right?
You know what that reminds me of is remember way back in the day when we first started, everybody used to come and go, oh, that was a great show today or whatever, and some of our old PDs and stuff. And
no,
try
actually,
and
I really don't
us.
remember that, but that's a nice thing to mention.
Well,
okay, well, anyway.
So do we have to hang out with him when we're down there?
Stephen, actually...
I'd like that.
Stephen is taking some real jovial moments here and pretending like he doesn't want to hang out with someone. Just because we, for the past few days, have tried to break it to him in a soft fashion, Terry, that we're not so anxious to go to the crookedest street in the world.
Well, I'm going to email him the itinerary as well.
Oh, he's in on that.
Right. Well, it's like he's all about crooked.
Hey, can you not mention how crooked it is all the time? I think people would get the point by now, and they're ready to move on. That's what he's telling me. You believe that? After all these years, he's still telling me things about the show.
Yeah.
After all the rating success, Terry. We can get 15, 16 shares, apparently, and he's still going to tell me what to do on the program.
Right.
People don't really care. Thanks for telling me what people care about on my show!
Huh.
Do you believe that?
Hasn't it kind of always been your policy in regards to your show that...
My policy is very clear. Before you even get too long-winded on my policy, it's very clear. Shut up! That's my policy.
Okay.
All right?
Yes.
Maybe he's jealous of your new studio and he doesn't have one.
At first, I thought he was joking when he was telling me about things that I should and shouldn't do on the show, because it hadn't been for about a year or so that he's ever even thought of doing that.
Yeah.
So I thought he was joking, because the last time we went through this, I made it clear never to do it again. But then I realized he wasn't joking. See, people don't even realize you're in a new studio, and I don't think they need to know. I mean, people don't care. That's what he's telling me.
What do you mean they don't realize we?
People can't tell the difference listening to the radio. I mean, the radio is the radio, and people don't know the difference if you're in one studio or the other. So, I mean, you think you're overdoing the talking on the new studio. Shut up!
Wow.
So, whether you like it or not, ladies and gentlemen, be prepared today to hear about every nook and cranny of this studio. If there's a nook, if there's a cranny, you're going to know about it.
Cool.
Do you believe that?
I think he'd know better by now.
Yeah.
There's no chance he was kidding at all.
There was no chance he was kidding. I really thought he was kidding at first, but then it was very clear to me that he was not kidding. He was in his Eric Flowers serious mode.
Not much of a kidder.
I really think you're throwing out the baby with the bathwater here with all the talk on the new studio.
There's some baby getting abused with all of his sayings. I feel sorry for that baby. Constantly getting thrown out.
Yes. I mean, you could. I don't have to tell you how it went. You worked with the man long enough.
I have.
We all know.
You know how those conversations go.
I do.
I don't have to explain what happened. You can figure it out for yourself.
Yeah, look, Dirty Harry and I were kind of talking about it a little bit. Maybe it's a little overkill. I don't know, though. But hey, listen to the 5 o'clock itch tonight.
Yes.
I'll be itching my ass, and you can tell me which side. Okay.
Yeah, instead of talking about the new studio, why don't you just play Name That Scratch? I mean, it's a big hit.
Wow.
Yes.
That's what you need at home, huh?
That's what I need, 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah, I'm trying to do nothing. Leave me alone.
Right? I was really enjoying doing nothing until you called.
Apple has a new partnership with the big movie studios to give you more movies on iTunes. Movies from Disney, Pixar, Miramax, and Touchstone will now be on the site the same day they're released on DVD. Steve Jobs, Apple founder, says they've also expanded parental controls. Access not so easy for kids.
Oh, goody, Terry. I get access to too much stuff. Gotta start blocking what I'm watching. Change the man inside me.
New releases will be $12.99 if you pre-order or buy during the first week. Older films are about $9.99.
Sounds like a decent deal. That's a good deal to own it, not to rent it. They're talking about to own it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is all going to put Blockbusters out of business.
Good.
Well, with Blockbusters, though, you can still watch it on your big screen TV.
Right.
Yes, yes.
It's not on a little tiny iPod, right?
Well, the iPods are getting bigger and bigger. Before you know it, you can have a 61-inch iPod walking around, hanging around your neck.
You can also watch it on your computer screen.
Yeah. True.
Computer screens are as big as TVs these days.
Yeah.
Terrence.
Yeah, they are.
Yes, they are. I just said that, yes. What else is going on in the world, Terry? What else is happening? How are you?
I'm good, thank you for
Yeah,
asking.
you danced with the stars last night.
Oh, I did.
Oh, it's
Emmett
nice to
Smith
know.
did very well.
that right?
Yes. Did you watch it, Stephen?
I did not.
Oh, my
missed it.
gosh. I'm so disappointed.
What is that? What is that? How does that happen? You're Dancing with the Stars maniac. Well, how do you not watch Dancing with the Stars? What were you doing?
I had to come back into the city for a meeting, and so I didn't get home till like 10.
What the hell kind of meeting do you have?
Well-
Who's meeting with you? Who's saying, oh, yeah, meeting with Kilbreath tonight? What's going on in the world that they have to meet with you?
Well, I'm on the board of this nonprofit organization. We have meetings quarterly, and this was one of the meetings.
Meeting for a nonprofit, like charity or something?
That's correct.
Really?
That's right.
What charity? Be more specific.
It's called Teens in Public Service.
Sounds pretty seedy to me.
Oh, yeah.
Give you a little service right now, big boy.
It's coming quarterly for your public service, huh?
Yeah. Well, I missed it, but I can't wait till I get home today.
Oh,
So
you
have it-
T-voted?
Of course you had the T-vote. What are you, crazy?
I have to watch that and then Rockstar, all back to back.
Wow.
It's just buy the energy drink. It's quicker. Anyhow, so you liked Dancing with the
Yeah,
Stars.
of course,
And Emmett Smith made an impact.
He did. He
And
did very well.
Jerry Springer?
Jerry Springer, very awkward. Very, very awkward. And even Harry Hamlin, who, like,
Harry Hamlin.
yeah, because Lisa Rinna.
So hairy.
Is that part of your public service, David? You take out your Harry Hamlin?
Oh, the hairiest.
Give her the Springer.
He was kind of awkward, but I think it was just nervousness. You know, because under a lot of pressure. Because Lisa did so well.
Jerry Springer was nervous?
Well, both.
Oh, who's both? With Jerry Springer?
Harry Hamlin
Hamlin
and Jerry. But Jerry Springer, whoa. Hopefully he's gone. But whatever.
Oh, you don't know who's gone yet?
No, that's tonight.
I see.
Yeah.
No good for another hour tonight.
Yeah.
Tune in tonight.
Can't wait. It's going to be great.
Well, I read online that someone was awful that they expect to be gone. Not Emmett Smith. They thought Emmett Smith was great.
Oh, yeah. They loved him.
There was someone that the predictions are that he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Now, who is it? I can't remember who it was.
Hopefully it's the show.
No,
That'd
never.
be cool.
No. But Emmett Smith is dancing with Drew Lachey's partner.
Ah.
The reigning Dancing with the Star partner.
Yes.
Yeah, she's all
Was that
over
the light-skinned black woman?
No, she's like...
Pretty hot. And,
but without makeup, she's not so hot. But with tons,
Well, but she's a mixed.
Yeah, she's like Filipino and something,
she's got
and
some
yeah,
panay
she's
in her?
got some panay in her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like her even more now. She just got even hotter, Jerry.
Yeah.
Throw a little dash of Filipino in the mix.
Oh, and it's good.
Can't go wrong with that. Pinch of Filipino.
Pinch of Filipino. Pinch of panay.
You like a pinch of Filipino there, Steven?
Oh, sure, yeah. We had it in our meeting last night.
Wow, really? So yeah.
But
so
who
she's
was
got
it?
Emmett.
Who was it I was reading about that is gone as far as the predictions for the show? Name some people that were on the show.
Joey Lawrence. Mario Lopez and Joey Lawrence, everybody loved them.
Uh-huh.
And actually, Joey Lawrence is pretty buffed. He shaved all his hair off, but he looks good.
Pretty buffed?
Yeah, buffed up.
There was an ED on there.
I'm just wondering about the
I said
tense.
buffed.
Does that mean he was? Anyway.
Anyway, he's
pretty buff.
buffed himself up. I should have said.
He's pretty buff.
He's pretty buff.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, you said Jerry Springer was awful, so maybe he's the one you're
Yeah,
reading
maybe
about.
Jerry's gone.
He's pretty buff.
And Harry Hamlin, I said, is
Pretty buffed?
No.
Oh.
But he'll stay on just because of the Lisa
Yeah,
factor.
because of Lisa factor, right? Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think any of those names stand out to me as the one they predict is gone. But whatever. I
And
don't
some
really
guy
care.
named Tucker, who I don't know.
Tucker Carlson. That's the guy.
Who the hell is he?
That's the guy. He's some political reporter.
Analyst guy?
Yeah, just trying to figure out who he is himself.
Yeah.
He is the one that
They said
is history.
Yeah, he was horrid.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Good. Well, then,
So
Jerry.
we just ruined it for Stephen.
Well, we don't know until tonight.
But you know what? They ruined it for you a long time ago when they started dancing.
He wants to be there so bad.
I do. I love it.
Well, maybe someday, Stephen.
Let's hold our own Dancing with the Stars.
Hey, I'm still
We've
for it.
already discussed this. We're not doing it.
Oh.
That could be your goal in life, Stephen. Your one major, biggest goal that you have out there is to become a big enough celebrity. All right. That you get on Dancing with the Stars.
Some of the people on there aren't very big, so I
You
have a
only
shot.
got Vivica A. Fox and some country western.
Sarah Evans.
Yeah. She was not good. Willa Ford.
All right. Why don't we just move on? What else?
That's because you guys have no interest in it. Me and Steven can talk
All of
about
America's
it.
watching it.
I know it.
I don't believe it. Anyway.
Okay.
I don't believe it either.
Let's talk about the new studio.
Yeah, let's do.
What else is going on in the world? I'll get to that, yes.
Supposedly, Britney Spears has given birth to her second child.
Well, it's not supposedly. It's all over the place. She gave birth to a boy yesterday.
Yeah,
6
a
pounds,
boy.
11 ounces.
Right.
Everyone thought it was going to be a girl.
A girl, yeah.
She crossed everyone up. Ha! She got you, didn't she? Yeah. She had a boy.
Yes, by C-section at Cedars Sinai Medical Center in LA.
Oh, it's very important we know that, yes.
Well, everybody gets born there, right?
All right.
Apparently, there was rumor that she wanted to have the C-section on September 14th, which
Yeah.
would have been Sean Preston's first birthday, but Kevin said he didn't want both children to have the same birthday, so whatever. She went in yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
None of Kevin's family was
Kevin
there.
wouldn't have to fly in for 2 birthday parties if that's the case, Terry. Just one trip to see his wife and his kids.
Yeah.
That would make sense. I don't know why he was knocking that idea. Huh.
Just makes a weekend out of it now.
He does, yeah, absolutely.
And they're going to... Go ahead.
And another thing with Kevin and Brittany, apparently their story has inspired a Law and Order episode.
Law and Order?
Yep.
Right. Would it be more appropriately like on Lost or something?
I know, huh? Wouldn't it be?
Where's Kevin? Lost.
Yeah, he is.
Where's Brittany? Lost.
How about their careers?
Where's their careers? Nowhere to be found.
In the hatch.
Yeah. So what's the premise of the Law and Order episode? That they're going to try to figure out where the hell Kevin is gone, and they found his fingerprints on every vagina on the West Coast, and they just can't seem to track him down, even though the clues are there. Is that pretty much it, or what?
Well, no, not really. It's kind of, but it's
Thought I
more.
was on to something.
That sounds like a good show.
I mean, that's probably a better way to go about it.
The fact that Terry's answering me seriously is kind of interesting. Yes.
We lost this trail in Tijuana.
Bring the
But
dogs
here's
out.
his fingerprint again, and ooh, it smells delicious.
It of course is about how Kevin is riding the tails of Brittany, that kind of thing.
That kind of premise, where the husband is riding the coattails
of the successful wife.
And just when he feels like he can make it on his own, he tries to offer.
Well, yeah, the dude does.
But Matt Lauer saves her.
Dude gets arrested when the murder of a detective is connected to incriminating photos of his wife and
Law and Order, one of the longest running shows in the TV world right now, or what?
Yes.
But it's always, is that really count? Because it's always like a different cast. They keep rotating. In order for it to be one of the longest running shows, it has to be like The Simpsons, where every cast member stays.
They always look the same every year.
Mm-hmm.
But there's like 3 different Law and Orders. There's Law and Order, which is the normal one, which has actually had the DA or...
Terry, you don't have to break down all the Law and Orders for us, all right?
No, but I'm saying longest, there was been one guy on forever.
But even the original Law and Order is still on, though, is what
Yes,
I'm saying.
right. Yeah.
So if you go back to how long ago that was, it's been a long time. However, even on that original Law and Order, is there one cast member from the original Law and Order that's still on?
Yes.
I don't even know. I don't watch the show.
The DA.
Just the DA. Mm-hmm. All right.
Well, you can't help that one of the guys died.
Well, cast members, I was going to say, have died. It's been on so long.
Yeah.
All right. 1-866-663-T-MAN. Ladies and gentlemen, in this brand new studio.
Woohoo! Brand new studio, really?
Yeah, we have a brand new studio.
I didn't hear about it. Tell me about it.
Well, I'm not going to tell you all about it, but I'm going to draw you an illustration via the radio, and let me tell you, that is not easy to do. Now that the phones are working here in this new studio, I'm really anxious to try them out, Terry.
All right.
We have a brand new phone system in here, in the brand new studio, and although it's been advised to me that we talk too much about the new studio, I am still going to tell you all about it. Man. I mean, we all can't come up with such great ideas as sending Dirty Harry down to Mercer Street, all right?
I know. Every day.
Please. Toll free, 1-866-663-T-MAN. So let's see what calls are out there of people that want to speak early on a Whack-Just Wednesday. Jordan is the first up. Yes, Jordan.
Yeah, T-Man, what's going down?
How are you, sir?
Pretty good. I got a few questions about your new studio.
And now, before you even ask your questions, Jordan, not only are there new phones, but you can actually hear the show when you're on hold now,
Really?
Terry.
Oh, they fixed it.
They fixed that.
All
And
right.
Jordan has about 70 or 80 questions. Go ahead, Jordan.
All right. How tall are your ceilings in the new studio?
Well, I'm about 6 feet tall, maybe 6'1", but I think I've actually shrunk a little over the past year. I'm about 6 feet tall, I would say. So the ceilings seem to be about 9 feet high, maybe 10 feet tall, yes. Very important you get that into your heads as far as having a visual of what's going on here in the studio, yes. What else, Jordan?
Okay. Now, do you guys have that air cooling system?
We have an adjustable thermostat that is put in for our convenience. It is currently set at what temperature, Terry?
68, the normal.
68 degrees, which is the norm for us. Terry's complained about that over the course of what has been a number of years now.
Because it doesn't change in the winter.
Yeah, her nipples get very hard here in the studio, and she feels it's really like an icebox. She likes it nice and warm. If she could have it her way, the temperature would be at what, about 73?
72, 73,
72,
yes.
73. But
Yes.
she doesn't have it her way because this is not a burger, okay?
We have a Burger King mic.
So,
Okay. You got any windows in there?
windows?
Oh, we do.
good question.
Good
Yes.
question.
In this brand new studio, we do, in fact, have a window that we haven't had for a serious period of time.
I
Terry.
know.
We can look out and see the world.
Woohoo!
It's snowing.
I actually find that a little bit distracting, Terry. I'm not the big fan of the window in the studio, but
Right.
we're up high enough that you can't like just have people walking by like you could at
The old place.
the old joint.
Remember that.
Back on 190 Queen Anne Avenue. I know you're keeping a chart of where we have come from.
Right.
There was always mice in that studio, too, by the way. For those
know.
keeping score at home.
Really? There were mice in there?
Well,
Yes.
they wouldn't be on the floor. They'd be climbing the walls.
Oh, that's not good.
But it was fun to at least have some listeners early on in the first year of the program, yes, and then build from there.
And we were like below sea level.
Mm-hmm.
Because it like was sunk into the ground like a bunker.
Yeah, it's not like we could
basement.
see people at a normal eye level as they walk by. We saw people's ankles and feet.
Yeah.
As they walked by the studio.
There was a tsunami. We had no shot.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you, Jordan. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
Oh, I thank you. Yes, I thank you first. Bill.
First of all, travesty.
Mm-hmm. It, in fact, is. But I have a feeling we'll be erasing those memories come this February in the first week in Miami.
Agree. Hey, I got a question about the studio.
Especially now that we got Dion Branch, the steal of the century, Terry.
Yeah, they have a good picture of him. He's quite handsome.
Oh. Wow. Terry has another brother to love.
Oh, yes, I do.
Here in Seattle.
Another branch to swing from.
Oh, my gosh.
Mm-hmm. She's opening a new account and a new branch. What else? Yeah, what do you got there, Bill?
Hey, I want to know if you can see the beautiful Terry Free from the street.
From the street? Well, after 10 o'clock, yes. That's usually her time on the street. But
$20.
In the studio.
Right now, no. If you were to walk by the studio, you'd have to be about 300 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I guess I'll get my helicopter.
Because we're on the 4th floor of a new building.
King Kong flirts with her every day.
All
He's
right.
the only one.
Thank you very much. Very informative.
Well, thank you so much.
Very informative. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my goodness.
1-866-663-T-Man. Brandon, it's your turn. Good morning, Brandon. And you know what? People can hear us a lot better, I have a
I
feeling, in this
know.
new
There's
studio,
no
Terry.
hesitation or anything.
It seems like the listeners are feeling the phone lines are a lot clearer than they used to be. I'm not
Right.
getting that. What was that? I'm having trouble hearing. Yeah.
Right.
Great.
Before we talk to this gentleman, you should probably call the powers that be.
Yes.
And let him know, have him listen in on the whole conversation.
Well, these listeners are just getting off that we're
I
making
know,
fun
that's
of
why I
Flowers, Terry. Reality is, Flowers is a nice redheaded guy.
You have to qualify it with a redhead.
I know.
Yes.
Because they can have fiery tempers.
As far as redhead goes. Redheads goes. He's one of the better ones, Terry.
Ah, okay. Good
Yes.
to know. Good
Go
to
ahead,
know.
Brandon. What do you got?
A gentle ginger.
Hi, T-Man.
What's up, Brandon?
I got a guy at work, and I don't know.
Turn your radio down, Brandon.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Hey, T-Man.
Hey,
Brandon.
Brandon.
By the way.
I love your call, Brandon. Thank you.
I got this guy at work. I work every day, and I work hard.
Yeah.
This guy, he just totally disrespects me all day at work, and I'm just asking you a couple questions on
Well, how does he disrespect you? What does he do that disrespects you?
Well, you know,
He comes in first thing in the morning. He's like, "Oh, look at your hair today, man! What a disgrace! What I mean, what does he do? How can he disrespect you on such a regular basis?"
Well, it's just I'll do everything perfect, and then he'll come in and he'll just sit there and say that nothing's right and that he's always right, and
How could a guy deal with that every day?
So he's one of those know-it-alls, one of those who thinks like he's the burning bush, and one of those who makes it clear who the man is and who where you are on the totem pole. Is he your boss or no? Or is he's on an equivalent level with you?
he thinks he's what we would call a team leader, but really all of his work sucks.
All right, but is he higher up in the business wherever you work than you, or no?
He gets a little paid. He gets paid like $1 more than I do.
But do you have to answer to him as far as him being your quote-unquote superior or not?
Oh, no.
No, then screw him!
Yeah, should I just... I don't know whether I should...
When no one's looking, or maybe when people are, grab him by the throat and tell him the way it is! Everyone needs that in office from time to time.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Hey, thanks for the information.
Yes.
There. I could
we'll be seeing you on the unemployment line.
Right.
Yeah. Well, if you really can't get away with that, and I think you probably can if you do it in the right circumstance, Terry, grabbing him by the throat and telling him the way that is. If you can't get away with that, to do the next closest thing that you can get away with by letting him know, man, you are not the man.
Right.
Nothing worse than the person who thinks they're the man when they're not the man, Terry. Nothing more irritating than that. If you're going to act like the man, you better be the man.
That's right.
Now, Steven gets agitated that I act like the man, but I am, in fact, the man.
Wow.
That's the tough part to deal with.
Yeah, And, that's all I wanted to. That's really what I wanted to ask you.
Why are you taking this for so long, Brandon? That's my question. Why are you allowing this to develop the way it has? Why are you needing for me to tell you this? You should have been able to figure this out. You sound like a smart enough guy to have been able to figure this out a long time ago.
Well,
how are you letting him act like the man and get away with this for so long?
Well, I don't know, man. Sometimes
enlighten him on the dick that he obviously is.
Yeah.
Tap him on the shoulder and say, "Hey, dude."
You're a dick. Everyone knows it. You're the only one who doesn't know it, but now you do.
I'm informing you.
All right?
All right.
Man.
But and then have a great day.
Yes. It's going to be.
Thanks for...
All right. I was going to say thanks for something.
Right.
I'm a very good predictor.
It's because you're the man.
It's hard to be wrong when you're the man.
Yeah.
Bill, you're on the air. Bill, are you there? Let's go to Jeremy real quick. Jeremy, what do you got?
Good morning, Keith.
How are you, sir?
Whoa.
Great, man. First off, congratulations on all your guys' success.
Oh.
Just a quick question. Where's Terry sitting now? Is she still your right-hand woman? Or
Terry is always going to be to my right.
Yeah, it would be.
I have no ability to have Terry on my left. It's just a comfort level thing for me, yes.
I got you. Okay, that's all I
need to look to my right and see Terry Free there with her her surgically enhanced breasts, her Filipino smile.
Yeah.
And,
I wish I could have that every morning.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Great, man. Thanks, guys.
That's all you needed to know, Terry. Where's Terry Free? People want to know what they're to visualize as to what goes on in the studio.
Right.
Yeah, this is way overkill as far as
Where does Scott sit?
With my surgically enhanced breasts, my Filipino
smile, yes.
Yeah, I look great.
Scott right now is laid out about 3 hours into a nap. As typically happens at this point in the morning. Yes, he wakes up around 7:30. He just doesn't tell anyone.
Oh,
right.
That's right.
The T-Man.
Rumors are now swirling. A Tomcat wedding is days away. But last night we caught Tom and Katie with a case of football fever in Washington.
Yeah, they were at Monday Night Football. Did you see them? Did you watch Monday Night Football and see Tom and Katie there stroking each other's hands?
No, I didn't.
That's what lovers do, apparently, Terry.
Really?
When they're out.
Oh.
They stroke each other's hands.
Okay.
The superstar couple was there to root on the Redskins, his new financial partner, Daniel Snyder's team.
Katie looked good, I'll tell you that, though.
Yeah?
For just having a baby fly out there.
Well, sure. Of course, I'm sure she looks good.
Why? Why are you sure? Some women...
Because people in Hollywood like that. I mean, what else you got to do? You have a personal trainer, a nutritionist.
Oh, wow.
You're expected to bounce back within
hint
like
of bitterness
days.
in your voice. That she has so much available time on her hands to get herself right, and the average woman doesn't. Are you speaking for the average woman, or are you just speaking for yourself?
Average woman.
With that bitterness, Terry, of, well, why shouldn't she? She has all that time. She's got nothing to do.
But the average woman would say Terry's got more time than most people.
That's true. But Terry doesn't realize she's not the average woman.
Right.
Actually, she does most of the time, except when it serves her well to not realize it.
But I can't afford the personal trainers and all of that like Katie
You get
does.
it free!
No, I don't.
Oh, come on. We've heard all the spots, Terry. You get your Saturns, you get your personal trainers.
Saturns. Yeah, my Saturn.
You get them all.
But the woman putting her key in her car at 6 o'clock at night, ready to head home, would love to be home at 10, though. That's what she would
love to be home at 10 a.m. Would love to leave work after a full day at 10:01.
Right.
Who are we kidding? 9:50. All right. So you have more than enough time to spend the entire day with a personal trainer if you so chose.
But that's why she looks great after 5 kids.
Actually,
just
no.
Put all your kids in daycare at the club.
Well, no.
Make it happen.
Tom and Katie hung with son Connor and good buddy Jamie Foxx on the field before the game.
Oh, that's right. Him and Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, Tom was in the middle stroking both Jamie Foxx and,
and
Katie Holmes' hand, yes. What else is going on in the world?
New pictures of Lindsay Lohan's private area are surfacing.
New pictures?
New pictures.
Or nude pictures?
Both.
Oh, I guess.
New and nude.
Talk about a private area would be. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, the one I saw is like a week old. Are you talking about the one where she's getting off the boat or what?
No. This is a brand new one.
Really?
Pantyless again.
Woohoo! Pasty on this?
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll let you...
So is it just the time of our lives where we Photoshop someone's vagina onto to Lindsay Lohan's picture? Or is it real? Is it...
Well, when Pasty gets it to
Is that
you,
just a thing to do now? To to circulate pictures of Lindsay's vagina or what?
People are definitely getting better at it.
Yeah, it's a pretty popular thing to do these days, most definitely.
Okay.
But for whatever reason, I don't know. We'll get you the picture, though.
Let me see the...
Can't think of the reason?
No, I mean... For the fellas, sure, there's plenty of reasons, I guess. For me, there's no reason.
Well, there is a reason. And even if it's not Lindsay Lohan's, it's somebody's dirty part, Terry. So there's more than enough reason just in and of itself to circulate that for all the world to enjoy.
All right.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Now, maybe you want to keep it out of the reach of your minors. That's up to you, Terry. But as far as us consenting adults... Anytime you want to circulate a picture of what may or may not be Lindsay Lohan's vagina, I'll be there to witness.
Sure.
Every time.
Every single time! Because even if it's not Lindsay's, it's somebody's, right?
Good point. I'll stop what I'm doing every time.
Okay? Somebody's vagina got superimposed on Lindsay's little freckled frame getting out of the boat there a week ago.
Freckled frame. But once you've seen one, you've seen them all, right? Isn't that whole attitude? I mean, they pretty much
more or less
the same.
There is a lot of similarities.
Sure.
There is a lot. Oh my gosh, yes.
Is it real?
Well, Terry, if this is not real, this is the best job
of Photoshop ever.
Of photoshopping up till now.
Okay.
I'm tending to believe that this is real, and I'm also now under the very strong impression that Lindsay Lohan does not wear panties. And why would a woman in 2006, with all the yogis, all the germs, all the little amoebas and parasites floating around our Earth, why would she go pantyless? I just find that, from a hygiene standpoint, very, very unsettling, Terry. If I was a woman...
Yes.
And I represent all women. I speak for all women. I'm sorry. I represent all men. Yes, sir. I would wear about 6 or 7 pairs of panties.
But she's not friends with Paris anymore, so she's a little bit safer.
And she probably loves pictures like this.
I don't think she really does. I think she's getting kind of tired of it. Well, you guys love them, sure.
I mean, she is just, yes, she's...
looking good?
There's a big smile, Terry.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
What was she doing in the car here? Is she throwing up?
I don't know. I haven't seen the picture yet.
You haven't seen the picture? You're reporting on the picture, but you haven't seen the picture?
Right.
Well, I have the picture.
That's right.
I'm not ready to give it up yet.
That's why I can't tell you what she's doing, because you won't let it go.
She's a tightly shaved woman, if you must know, Terry. Yes, okay. She dragged it out of me.
Oh, yeah, dragged it.
Mm-hmm. From what I can see here, and this is a black and white photo, there's not any hair to be found anywhere.
So she's bare there.
She's bare there, yes. And it's very clear that if this is not a Photoshop picture, that Lindsay Lohan does not wear panties. Now, Stephen, can you explain to the class why this might be?
I think part of her loves it. I mean, I think that you know that you're going to get your picture taken when you undo your legs like that, and that people are fascinated with it.
So even though she knows it may not be as sanitary as wearing panties, and that's where, to me, that's the priority. For her, the priority, even though she knows it's not the most sanitary situation, the fact that she gets off on it supersedes the notion of her being maybe a little less clean.
I think that's part of it. And she wants her boys to roam free, maybe, I don't know.
Boys?
What? She likes the freshness, the fresh air, I don't know.
You don't know, do you?
I always wear the undergarment, so I don't know why people wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah. I don't know if I told you this story, Terry. I think I have. But there was one time, very clear in my mind, where I had a girl over my place. This is at the older apartment, Terry, not the house I'm living in now. And just so you can visualize this at home. And when there was a girl over my place and she took off her jeans and she had no panties on, she thought I would be wowed by how cool that was and how freaky that is to some extent. And no, I was just grossed out. I mean,
were you?
I still had sex with her, but I was just
sure, not that grossed out,
right? But it was just nasty to me. It almost made me think for a second. I'm not going to be doing this. But
really,
that passed quick,
really quick, seconds.
But she was looking at me, looking for my reaction.
Oh, I'm being sexy. You like it, huh?
Thinking I'd be all turned on by that. And all I can think about is jeans and no panties and as tight as your jeans were. She was I don't know, it was in 98. Was that a tight jean time? It was pretty tight jeans that she had on. And then to peel them off and have no panties on was nasty. I'm picturing myself screwing lint. I did not find it cool at all.
You'd prefer more the G-string or the
Give me something.
to
Give
cover.
me a line of fabric.
Right.
Something between you and the jeans.
Okay.
Well, nothing comes between her and her jeans.
Well, it didn't. So that doesn't turn you on.
No, not at all.
And see, and you're right. There are a lot of women out there who think that is something very sexy and mysterious about it, and that guys would really love it.
I'm like germaphobish kind of guy, and all I can think about is all the lint that must have gotten in her VJ from the tight relationship between her situation and the jeans and nothing in between, Terry. It was nasty.
Wow.
I swear, I almost threw her the hell out.
But you didn't. And
I did not too long after. She was pretty nasty. I don't know what I was doing there.
Do we know her?
Yeah, I was surprised I didn't get a cocktail of STDs from her.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, during the spree, hey.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yep. Just big free for all. I recommend it to everybody.
You only had 2 other people that day.
Right. I wish. She was the best I had that day, maybe that week, and that month, and she wasn't that great. Anyway.
So is that the first time that you've ever, that you've noticed that a woman has, or,
She, to my knowledge, that's the only time that has happened
to you.
Where a girl started undressing, and it was just so clear. And if she was wearing maybe something else, it would have been maybe a little bit more tolerable. But for her to be wearing the jeans that she was, and then to, unzip them and take them down and have nothing on underneath. I mean, the last time I saw that, I was watching a porno, and it was the pizza delivery guy, and it was at least a pornographic moment.
Right.
You can't stop to have the woman who's receiving the pizza, Terry, stop and take off his underwear. That just would slow down the whole scene.
Right.
And they only have so much time to kill in a 25-minute sex scene.
Yeah. Maybe she thought that's what you were like. You didn't want to jump through all the hoops.
No, I have never not worn a pair of underwear a day in my life.
Yeah.
Never will. I got my boxers on, and they'll always be there.
All right. Yes.
Not gonna let your boys roam free, are ya?
I used to wear Steve would call them whitey-tighties, Terry. I called them tighty whities. Those days are long over, because I discovered that there was a serious growth spurt once I went to boxers.
Wow.
Really?
Absolutely. It's too late for you now, Steven.
When did you do it? When you were 12?
I did it when I was like 15. I was 16. Someone told me, and rightly so, that if you want your situation to have a better chance of getting bigger, you've got to give it room to grow.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Serious?
Absolutely. It's like a fish in a fish tank. You put a fish in a small fish tank, it won't
grow.
It won't grow. You put a piranha in a big old fish tank,
it grows.
It's going to get a lot bigger.
Wow.
I'm glad I can share these thoughts with you, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm salvaging a lot of lives out there.
Yeah,
I know I am.
So you young
If I come in
kid,
naked tomorrow, you'll know why.
it's too late for you, too.
There comes a point where it's as big as it's going to get, no matter what size tank you put it in.
Really?
But for those boys out there who are listening in high school,
That's right.
junior high, you can still be saved.
Yeah, stick it in a fish tank. No?
Yes. Put it in a really big fish tank this afternoon and see what your mom says when she comes home.
The T-Man.
It's another boy for Britney. Reports say the Princess of Pop popped just before 2 this morning in Los Angeles. And here's the baby buzz. The 6-pound, 11-ounce healthy baby boy was delivered by C-section. Hubby Kevin Federline reportedly took Brit to the hospital the night before.
That was nice of him, Terry. Go out of his way like that.
Yeah. Right before, on his way out to the airport, is that what they said?
Way out to the clubs.
Yeah.
He was willing to drop her off like that. That was very nice of him to do as the husband.
TMZ.com reports Britney used the alias Pebbles when she checked into the hospital.
And she had everybody fooled.
Pebbles?
Yes.
Stupid.
It's not Britney in there. That's Pebbles. Just looks like Britney.
We hear Britney's mom
and that's Bam Bam next to her.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Bam Bam.
Yeah, the guy looks hungover at all times. Yeah, it's Bam Bam.
We hear Britney's mom and sister Jamie Lynn were in the delivery room.
Right.
Britney originally wanted the baby to be born on the 14th, Sean Preston's birthday. No word yet on Brit's new baby boy's name.
Oh, we'll have to just be tingling with excitement until that comes out, Terry.
Yeah, at least we knew what the girl was going to be named. Lynn, right?
Yes. Pasty, is your mic working now or what?
I'm not sure.
I hear you a little bit.
Do you?
Yeah.
Which mic do you hear?
That's good.
Oh, good.
I hear you. It sounds like you're, I don't know, lean in.
Double cheese on the double.
Yes.
All right.
You are back with a vengeance.
Yes.
I'll take 2.
Pasty, you get your itinerary?
I did, yes.
Come on, Terry. You're taking more than 2.
Oh, yeah.
All right, don't lie.
One in the pudding, one in the cake.
You got your itinerary for San Francisco there, Pasty?
I
Everything
did,
good to
I
go?
did.
You got your own room, right? You're all excited?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
He'll be tugging more than a tugboat in that room.
Let me just put it this way. Let me just put it
Lordy.
this way, Pasty. Let me just make this very clear before we even get going down there. If we have adjoining rooms, which I doubt we will, because all hotels have adjoining rooms these days. If we have adjoining rooms,
That would be cute if we all did, though. It'd be like a big party.
and I hear you on the other side of the wall having phone sex with Sissy Sisterson, it is going to be a situation. I'll tell you that right now, all right? If I hear any sounds of anything coming from a virgin's room,
Oh, God.
What if they three-way you into the call?
Remember don't have to worry about that.
Remember when we were sharing the bathroom with
I don't know. You tell me, Pasty. What's Sissy bringing to this conversation? Is she getting it done or what?
Whoa.
I could not tell you.
He's not going to share his intimate moments with you.
With as heavy as you breathe at all times, I cannot believe that we can actually see through the glass at any point during the show. I cannot believe that the glass is not completely fogged up with as much air as comes out of your lungs, or at least attempts to.
I know that's the problem. It's attempting.
Oh, it's just attempting?
Yeah.
So the sound doesn't indicate actually how much carbon dioxide is coming out.
He's working with 30% of his lungs.
Let us out.
But it sounds like everything's exciting, right? You got your own room, Pasty. You got your own room. Everyone's got their own. Everyone's happy.
Room. Nice.
We got a car service. You hear about the car service? Going to take us to and from the situation for the show in San Francisco, and everyone's good. And
Yep, everything's
You know what time the car's coming in the morning?
Did you hear about that?
hear about what?
What time the car's picking you up?
The car service that I'm talking about?
Yeah.
No. Who made a time? Who set up a time?
I heard from Eric what time it was coming
Eric
by.
Flowers took care of this?
Jeez.
What time did he set up the car service for?
4:45 a.m.
For a show that starts at 6? I don't think so.
Right.
Are you serious?
What?
How did you hear about that?
Well, he called me yesterday at home, and we were kind of talking about it.
All right, now
and so-
here's what Flowers is very nervous about this because he
going
thinks
off.
this is going to reflect on him a lot. Okay,
Right.
Flowers is trying to make sure that they're under the impression that we prepare. What are we going to do if we get there at 5 o'clock in the morning? If the car service shows up at 4:45, like it's planning to do, and picks us up then, and we get to the station at 5, what are we going to do? Look at each other for an hour?
Yeah.
We're going to sit in the studio and stare at each other for an hour till the show starts at 6? I don't think so.
I
If the
love
car, I'll tell you right now, and if Flowers is listening, he better be very clear on this. If the car service shows up in front of the hotel at 4:45, it's going to be sitting there for an hour and 10 minutes.
It'll just take me, because I love it.
Well, let it take you then, and I'll walk. Because I ain't getting up before 5.
Yeah, that is early.
I live on the east side, and my alarm goes off at 5. I ain't getting any car at 4:45. I'll tell you that right now.
Are you kidding me?
This show does not require much preparation, in case you're under the impression otherwise.
I said, what do they expect us to do? And he goes, wow, you kind of got to show them that you do some prep work.
That's the thing. Flowers is nervous that they're going to be under the impression that we don't do much work. And you know what? I say good. Let them know from an early standpoint that we show up for a show that starts at 6. We show up at 1 second to 6 o'clock. That's the way it is. That's the way it has been. And that's the way it's going to be. And if they got a problem with that, then forget it.
I'm actually 3 minutes to 6 because I make coffee, but that's
Right,
the only reason.
Right. I already have my
It takes a
prep
while
work.
for
I
it
just
to
have to
drip.
bring my magazine, and I'm good to go. There it is. It's done.
I heard 4:45, and I was waiting. For
We
break it to you.
don't turn this show into brain surgery. Now, there are a lot of morning shows that get to their studio at 3:30 in the morning for their mediocre ratings. To finish mid-pack in the ratings. They get there and they start prepping the show out. Okay, here's what we're going to do at 6:15. Here's what we're going to do at 6:45. And we're going to make them laugh at 7:15 this morning. Look what we got planned here. No,
you're not.
Yeah, failed again.
Bad move.
6:15 trivia, 6:45.
Right,
Car service-
exactly.
Car service takes us back to the hotel at 4 since we'll be working all day. 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah, right.
I'll
It
have 5
does.
different receipts for taxi cabs.
Okay.
That is just ridiculous. 4:45.
That
And you know
is.
what? Flowers knows better.
Right.
Flowers knows when we get here. Maybe it's not discussed at all times. Maybe he doesn't like to acknowledge, but he knows very well that we show up for this show mere seconds before it begins.
How far is the studio from where we're staying? Anyway?
For him to think that, for him to try to portray to these new San Francisco people that we're going to be there an hour early because that's what we always do would be a lie.
Right.
I'm not about to be going there building a new relationship on the premise of lies. We are what we are, and that's it. All right?
You bought us as is, man.
He's like, maybe, he's gonna give me the whole spiel. Well, maybe you should just, show up an hour early for the first week to give them the impression that you guys are serious about this. We are serious about it, but we're showing up at a second to 6.
I mean, if we show up an hour before, it would give us plenty of time to fall back asleep, and then we'd never wake up. We'd be like, what?
You wake me up in like 45 minutes, dude.
I don't think planning would do us any good.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Hey, listen, Flowers, if they love coffee, where do they try tea? But they're not going to try tea till a second to 6.
Yeah, what happened to that?
Whoa.
What a laughable set of circumstances there, Terry.
4:45.
The car service honking the horn outside the hotel, wondering where the hell we are.
Imagine if they start ringing the rooms.
I'll give you a little clue as to where I am. In stage 5 sleep!
Steven told me that. I couldn't wait for you to find out. I know we're on the same page.
I'm surprised it took you this long to tell me.
Yeah, I just remembered. I told you I don't wake up till 7:30. Remember you said that earlier?
That's right.
And 4 minutes to go, I'll be awake.
Yes.
I thought it was the funniest thing I'd ever heard.
And the funniest part about it is that Flowers knows better. And he's losing it.
Does he know better, though, really?
He knows better, but he's losing it. Because he thinks this reflects on... When we went down there, when this whole thing got started, and they wanted to meet me. Remember, I flew down to San Francisco for this? Yes. I flew down with Flowers. And honestly, they treat him... They have a very high regard for... He's got a great reputation, believe it or not. I mean, as much as we poke fun at him, all over the country as a program director, he's got like this great reputation for... Because Cube 93 has an unbelievable reputation in the entire radio world.
Right.
So they think really highly of him, and to see them treat him like that is really funny to me. And,
that's great.
And he wants that to stay the way it is, and he's going overboard now with the things that he's doing.
So
not showing up at 4:45.
We have calisthenics planned for 4:30 as well. I'm sure we're wondering. In our little sweatsuits like we're at summer camp.
So he's not
thrust, everybody.
Can you guys just hold a pencil and pretend like you're writing things down for the show and make them think like you're working hard?
Pencil? Am I doing a crossword puzzle? What does that mean?
So does that mean that we would have to see him at 4:45 as well?
Is it too much to ask if you to just show up and read the paper?
Jesus.
Not reading any paper.
I could do that in my room.
Barely know how.
I read the paper during the breaks. That's what you do, right?
Yeah.
And I go, oh, hey, check this news story out.
It's just a nightmare already.
I'm sure we're not more than 10 minutes away. They wouldn't put us so far. So we get there at 4:55.
So you're telling me that he's the person that set up the car service for 4:45.
Why didn't he ask you about it?
It wasn't. If it was the people in San Francisco, I'd say, okay, it's a logical mistake. They think
it's a logical mistake.
They think that we are a typical morning show that shows up way ahead of time, and that's the. But you're telling me that's not the situation. He set it up at 4:45.
That's what I hear.
Well, I didn't.
Give me his phone number right now.
Didn't specifically ask him, but why wouldn't he do it? He's had everything else up.
Well, what did he say to you? What were his exact words? I must know.
I said, I ask all these questions because I get nervous about how things are going to happen.
Actually, no, let me ask him. I'll ask him myself. All right, go ahead. I'm still waiting for the number.
Well, and I said, well, how are we going to get there? I say, we taking the cable car, are we walking, or what are we doing?
Steven loves the cable car references.
He pictures himself holding on with one hand and one foot, his other hand and foot swinging off the side of it.
Commuting, wouldn't that be great?
Already
he just wants to be on a Rice-A-Roni commercial.
He is the San Francisco treat before we even get down there, Terry.
But then he said, well, no, the car service is coming at 4:45. And I just started laughing. That ain't going to work.
And when you started laughing,
it's just going to be me standing there.
What was his reaction when you started laughing?
He was like, well, he didn't really know how to react to it. I said, well, I don't know if that's going to work. You may want to talk to T-Man about that. So I left it in his court.
I'm trying to have some morning sex with the wife here. Can you give me a minute?
That's all I usually need.
Give me 45 seconds to wash up afterwards.
Wash up, Jesus.
Call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
2062719. You might not want to put that over the air.
Are you sure that was him? Because
I was just waiting on leaving my message, and I forgot.
Does he have a cell or a home?
This is a cell, right? All right, so you can change that.
There's no, hey, it's Neo.
Yeah, what happened to those?
Hey, it's Chris Brown.
You made too much fun of him about that, so he doesn't do it anymore. If he wants me to pay to have his number changed, I'll be more than happy to do that. I didn't mean to air his number, and now I'm sure all these hoochies are going to be calling him.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's out of town. He didn't do a show yesterday.
Why won't he answer? What?
He didn't do a show yesterday.
He was too busy calling us to do a show yesterday.
Yeah, he's like taking time off his show to like get ready for this.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah, I know.
He's more nervous about this than anyone.
Not available.
Oh, jeez. Now I really hear
Press 5 now.
Hey, Flowers. T-Man here. In case you're unclear on this. Don't start lying to the people in San Francisco about who we are. If you're embarrassed of us, that's one thing. But we're not showing up to any show that we're going to be doing at 4:45. Call me back on this. I can't.
I'm surprised he doesn't have a voicemail. That's weird.
Couldn't be happier. You're an ally in this situation. God, I'm not getting there at 5 o'clock. No way. Ridiculous.
For what?
I'll be coming home at 2.
They don't think the show starts at 5, do they?
No, they know the show starts at 6.
Okay, good.
And
he's embarrassed of us. That's what it comes down to. He's embarrassed of the fact that we show up to do this show at 1 minute to 6. He's worried about what kind of message that's going to send on the first week of the shows down there. Well, I say I don't care. Whatever message it sends is fine with me. Over time, they'll realize, as the ratings go up, that it doesn't require morning shows to show up at 2 in the morning to do a good show.
Yeah, I never understood
I mean, the
that.
buzzer's not gas powered. I mean, it doesn't need to warm up. It's ready to go at all times.
My gosh.
He said we were all going out to dinner on Wednesday night, but I've hired actors to play you guys, so you guys can just stay in the hotel.
Well, that's a good move. Now he's learning.
Really?
I tell you, what else is going on in the world, please?
Well, there seems to be...
Why won't he answer his phone? Why won't he answer his phone? You have his home number?
He won't
So
give
you don't
it
have a
out?
home number.
Oh, come on.
It's a smart move. I just gave him a cell number by accident over the air. By accident, Terry. I didn't mean to do that.
No, I know.
Twice.
And you can't find the dump button in the new studio.
Yeah.
They had a dump button for me all ready to go. I would have dumped that.
But they don't.
I'm sure Vinny the Pooh dumped that because he's all over it.
Sure. Let's find out.
So fire Vinny, Eric.
Whoa.
Boy, that's not it.
That's not Vinny the Pooh's on.
What is he doing in there?
Vinny, are you in there?
Yeah.
Wow, he sounds great.
He's been sleeping.
It sounds like he's just next door.
You were all over the dump button, I imagine, when Flowers' cell number just got out over the air, right?
Of course.
That's a no, right?
Yeah. It didn't really dawn on me until after the fact.
Yes, I didn't imagine it would. How are things going on the other side of the wall there?
It's a little lonely in here, to be honest with you.
Oh, he's so lonely.
Oh, you miss us? Is that what you're saying?
I do.
Yes. What's the earliest we've ever shown up at the show?
Seriously? 6:02? To be honest with you?
Yeah, that's the earliest.
6:02.
For a show that starts
And we start
at
at
6.
6.
That's right.
Sometimes you walk in, I think, when there's like 30 seconds left in the song.
And yet,
song.
we clearly have the #1 radio program in the morning in Seattle. So how much more do they want?
Yeah,
All right? Maybe every show in the country should start doing what we're doing. Get more sleep. It'll serve you well.
Yeah, true.
I do hear shows saying they were driving in at 3:30.
I do
all
too.
do that.
I do
Shocking.
too,
I can't
and I don't
believe
know
it.
why. And they're there till
And
like...
I'm
They
thinking,
do like, what do they call it? Show prep.
yeah, but it doesn't work. What are they doing?
Well,
and then they stay
who knows?
late.
Maybe it is working. Maybe without that show prep, they'd have like no listeners.
Just be
I don't
dead
know.
air.
They have, yeah, not that they have any listeners anyway. But
I don't know. What
I
to
don't.
say.
I have no idea how to answer that question. I've never shown up at 3:30 in the morning.
Okay, then.
We got to put on our costumes and have a dress rehearsal and get all set. God.
Yeah.
What the hell?
So you're supposed to be back in the studio next week, Vinny.
Am I really?
I
Yes,
was just
that's
going to ask that, if he
I hope
was
so.
ever coming
That's
back,
the
or if
word.
he
Yeah,
was
no, this
staying
is
over
just
there.
to get this new studio here off the ground.
Gotcha.
And we're off the ground now.
They told me that, but that was... He's like, you're only going to be in there one day, and then we'll have the new guy come in, but that was on
Well, it'll be no more
Monday.
than a month.
Okay.
No more than 6 years.
I thought it was
Man.
4:45. That's great.
But this is going to be like what it's going to be in the hotel. Vinny the Pooh is right on the other side of the wall here.
Yeah.
Now, if Vinny the Pooh was if he was having phone sex with Pasty Dave's sister, we'd be able to hear it.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And all I'm saying, Pasty, is if you have some wacky shenanigans that we've all heard about but haven't actually witnessed for ourselves going on in your room, and I get any drift of it across the wall there, let it be known right now that it will It'll be a situation then and then on the air. All right?
Okay.
So you want to keep things real under wraps. All right?
Absolutely.
Hey, I'm just going to go visit the chocolate factory. Right. Whatever you want to call it.
It's nice we're in a block of rooms next to each other.
I don't know what the situation is. What else is going on, Terry?
Well, there seems that the fans of the crocodile hunter, Steve Irwin, are taking out their grief, or however you want to, revenge maybe.
Their frustration.
The frustration over his death on the stingrays, because apparently the stingrays have been being killed off.
You found that story at 2:45 this morning, right?
Yes,
Terry?
I did, while I was up early, getting ready. Yeah.
So they're going into the waters and they're killing stingrays.
Apparently so.
And that's how Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter, would have wanted it, Terry. He would want revenge to be taken for the life that he lost at the hands, at the tentacles, at the whatever stingrays have, at the barbs of the stingray.
Right. They say that there's been at least 10 mysteriously dead stingrays that have washed up on shore along the Australian coast there. And so they're of course really disturbed about this and disgusted.
Who's disturbed by it?
The fisheries department, the wildlife and fisheries department.
Well, they should be. It's just stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, what are they trying to do? What message?
Well, they're upset.
They're upset. Fine, I understand. It is upsetting that their friend and their countrywide national treasure there died.
Right.
And it was an untimely death that could have been avoided. But to go around killing stingrays now is just stupid.
Right. And
Good eatings.
And in fact, Michael Hornby, who is the director of Steve's Wildlife Warriors Conservation Group, says this is not the way to go about it, and that Steve would not want it.
I'm really glad they had to put that statement out.
Well,
because kill 11 more and then you're done.
The message is clear. You stingrays got to learn you don't mess with one of ours.
Don't try to defend yourself ever again.
Right.
You let your friends know what happens if you take one of us out again.
Spread the word. Fishy.
Well, I mean, they're distraught over the whole thing. I mean, and some people are speculating. Of course, there's still some fear maybe that, because of what happened to Steve Irwin could happen to them.
Yes, the stingrays have all gathered some confidence now. We're going to be going after humans in mass force.
Right, we got the big guy, so now we can go after everyone.
We took out the leader.
Right.
Huh. The stingray jihad.
Wow.
Probably go to war with Australia over this.
So yeah, they found 2 more yesterday, 10 earlier this week or last week.
That's really happening. People in Australia are going around and killing the stingrays,
chopping off the tails,
as a revenge mode kind of thing, because of what happened to their national hero.
Yes.
All right.
Gosh.
So next time a dog attacks someone, kill all the dogs.
That's right.
Just wipe them out.
That's a great analogy.
Sounds good.
Yes.
Make sure it never happens again.
What else is going on in this out-of-whack world, Terry?
Anna Nicole Smith's son, Daniel Smith, we all know that he died while he was in her room. Well, now the coroner, or his death has been ruled, quote, not natural.
Aha. You mean it may have been a drug situation, Terry? Really? I thought 20-year-olds die sitting in chairs all the time just from natural causes.
Mm-hmm. Well, according to their local newspaper, they reported that Daniel suffered a massive heart attack and that antidepressants had been found in his system.
Amongst other things, I'm sure.
Yes, and that he was seen vomiting uncontrollably before entering her room, et cetera, et cetera. So they haven't released the autopsy report altogether yet, so...
Well, let's go around and kill some antidepressants, Terry.
Yeah. Hotshot does that every day.
Cut off their tails.
I'm going to kill a couple during the break.
Yes.
The T-Man.
Police say early this morning, 2 men, including one with a gun, robbed Borrachini's, a popular cake bakery on Rainier Avenue South.
Isn't it called Borrachini's?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Is that the place that gay phone operators used to talk about? Going there, getting sheet cakes and writing Happy Bar Mitzvah Ted or something?
Yes, yes. He did,
So she pronounced it wrong, then, the reporter we're talking about here, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I always thought it was Borrachini's.
So did I.
Well, that must be right, then.
Well, I mean, there's one way to pronounce it, I'm sure. It's probably named after the guy who started it about, 80 years ago?
Something like that,
Either his name is Borrachini or Borrachini. I always thought it was called Borrachini's.
So did I.
Police say early this morning, 2 men, including one with a gun, robbed Borachini's, a popular cake bakery on
Well, it's
Rainier.
obviously not that popular if you don't know how to pronounce it, lady.
Maybe she's just moved here from somewhere. Who knows?
Yeah.
She's lived here about 30 years.
Oh, wow.
Later, she was eating a Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Including one with a gun, robbed Borachini's, a popular cake bakery on Rainier Avenue South. Employees were...
She has a two-piece Pacini on, Terry. And boy, does it look good on her ass.
Yeah, she's staying away from Borachini's. That's why, man. Keeping the weight off.
Yes.
Including one with a gun, robbed Borachini's, a popular cake
It
bakery.
doesn't sound right. It's not Borachini's.
I know.
I'm right on this. Trust me. Well, if you say so, you got to be right.
The burning bush has spoken.
I am right.
With the burning bush.
That's right.
Wow.
Keep that in mind.
Robbed Borachini's, a popular cake bakery on Rainier Avenue South. Employees were shocked.
I just heard screaming in the back, and I went in the back, and there was a man back there.
She called 911.
And then
People are calling up and saying it's pronounced Borachini's? Is that what you're getting, Pasty?
Really?
So then it was gay phone operator who said it wrong all along and put that in our heads.
Even before him, it's always been
Every
that
single
way.
person I know says it wrong.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pasty, is that the note you just passed me that people are calling up saying it's pronounced Borachini's?
Yes, that is what I'm getting.
I've called it that ever
I
since
think it's Borachini's. I think these people are wrong.
We need the owner.
I thought in the story they say Borachini's. I thought like the people that work there.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear it.
Employees were shocked.
I just heard screaming in the back, and I went in the back, and there was a man back there.
No, she said back.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Got it.
She went in the batch, and in the batch there were people screaming. Oh, geez, now I lost the story.
Uh-oh.
All right, hang on here. It's very important work I'm doing here.
Got here at 4:45.
Yeah, it made no difference whatsoever.
Screaming in the back, and I went in the back, and there was a man back there.
Oh. She called 911.
And
I don't know
then
if I hear screaming from the back. I don't know about you, Terry, but I go to the front.
You're running out the door.
That's right. Guys are on your own. See you later.
screaming in the back, and I went in the back, and there was a man back there.
She called 911.
And then I ran out the back door and called 911 from the neighbor's house.
3 other employees also escaped, but 2 others couldn't get out.
Right.
At one point, witnesses say one of the robbers held a gun to an employee's head.
Oh, geez.
One of the workers was also assaulted. She's expected to be okay. No one else was hurt. Police say the robbers got away with money.
Oh, really? They got away with money. Wow, that's interesting. I thought they'd only want black and white cookies, Terry.
No kidding.
Huh.
Good old sheet cake.
It wasn't just a big heist for croissants?
I guess not.
Which would be worth.
Give me all your cookie dough now!
that's
Don't
an
make
idea.
me use this thing! Good morning.
Right.
Give me some sheet cakes on the double. I'm here at Borachini Wax.
Wow.
Man.
They're probably open. Let's call them.
Oh, I bet they are.
Maybe they're taking the day
definitely
off.
No, they fired right up, he said. I saw the story, too.
Police say the robbers got away with money.
Money? Huh, what a concept.
I would have definitely taken food.
This bakery has been in Seattle for 85 years, and the owner tells me nothing like this has ever happened.
What's the owner's name?
Right.
She would probably know better than anyone. She's covering the story. I would hope she wouldn't pronounce it wrong, so I guess we're wrong. And that's all there is to it.
If we're wrong again, as Hotshot said and everybody else has said, then everybody's wrong.
I've never heard it that way until this morning.
You never heard what that way?
Borachini.
Borachini.
Right.
And I've been there a lot.
Well, Christopher is calling from Western Seattle, Terry. And he seems to be somewhat of an authority on this.
All right.
What can you tell us about there, Christopher?
Good morning.
Yes, good morning to you.
Yeah, they have a location in West Seattle as well, and it is Borachini's. I think I've purchased enough products from them.
Products, yes.
Products, that's all they're known
I come here for the products.
I love the products.
Well, you've had somebody tell you that that's how to say it? Or you just have always said it that way?
That's the way my family has said it. That's the way I've said it. When you go in, people are talking.
Well, now everyone's calling the show saying that the way she's pronouncing it is wrong.
Well,
so that's what I thought, Terry. And you know what? This reporter better know what the hell the name is of the place that was robbed that she's covering as far as the story.
Right.
Place.
Jeez.
If you have to show up at 3:35 in the morning, do it. Borch. What happened to Christopher from Western Seattle there? He dropped. Did you drop him? All right, hey, that's fine. I'm ready to move on. I'm just wondering if we're having a phone problem or not.
We need our sheet cake specialist, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Schwager. Are you doing something to the phones?
I don't think he touched it.
All right. A man is on the line. Yes, man.
Yeah, I had a friend who used to work for Borrachini's, and it is, you're correct, Ramo Borrachini's.
Yeah, I mean, how long do you have to live here to figure that one out?
I don't know, but
Not
common
that
sense
long.
is not so common anymore.
So you had a friend that worked there, and it's Borrachini's, right?
No, he said he
That is
worked
correct.
Oh, you used to work there?
No, not me, a friend of mine.
A friend of yours. Mm-hmm.
It's like Italian, like fettuccine. It's not fettuccine.
Right.
I mean, it's like...
Well, any Eenie could be Italian, but...
Well, it seems the newscasters can't pronounce half the cities around here either, so...
Oh, that's a damn shame. That's because they're all just working their way up.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Man, I even punched that one up.
Whoa!
Woman.
Woman.
Yes, woman. I didn't touch anything. That woman just got on the line. I don't know what's going on here now.
Uh-oh.
I think our new phone board is possessed. Yes, hello.
Or the ghost of Charlie and
Hello?
Past.
Yes, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, and you are on the air. I guess this must be very important because you came on without anyone touching your phone line.
I did?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, how nice is that? Do I win something?
No.
Oh, no.
You win this crappy, malfunctioning phone board. How about that? What can I do for you?
It's pronounced Borrachini.
We seem to feel confident on that again now. For a second there, they had me thinking it was Borrachini. Yes.
Another one? Did it happen again?
I don't know what's going on here now. I mean, just to make for 100% certainty here, Terry, do you want me to just call up and see how they answer the phone?
Yes.
Yeah, hi, bakery.
Smith Brothers.
Because Pasty found the phone number for me and he wrote it down, so let me just dial it up here and see if we can just cement this once and for all.
Hi there. You've reached Borrachini's Bakery.
Oh, okay, that wasn't a good idea.
They're wrong. They don't know what they're talking about.
Wait a
bunch
minute.
of idiots. They don't even know.
They don't even know the name of their own damn bakery.
That's not good.
Okay, now I started thinking maybe...
Dump it.
Well,
They're not right, though. We know how to say it better than they do.
Yeah, it's the people who count. I mean, my real name is T-Man. But once people started calling me T-Man, I just had to go with it, Terry.
That's shocking.
Wow, that's well, now, whoa.
I want to hear it from Mr. Borrachini himself. That's just a hack that did the
Mario.
voicemail.
Yeah, that's just the new guy working there.
Well,
who
call...
was making that while he was robbing the store yesterday.
Call him back and then push 0 and let's talk to a real person.
You know what? I'm done with
order
it.
a cake.
And order a cake and some cookies.
They have sandwiches
Like you don't have one already coming today, Stephen, all right?
They've got cookies, everything.
Man.
All of Seattle is reeling now with that. They're like going, what?
Maybe it is Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I'm convinced now.
Doesn't matter. Still good.
I'm not sure about anything anymore.
No.
Wow.
The hell's going on out there?
No.
Ezel's chicken.
Ezel's.
On Coop 93, yes. What else is going on in the world today? What else is happening?
I got a story out of Texas this morning about an ex-Dallas City official who claims that 3 nude male strippers stole his wallet while he was at the little strip joint there called Club Nubian Fantasies over the weekend.
So is he an out politician? What kind of guy is this?
He's an ex-city official.
So he was a politician?
He was, yes.
And is he an out politician? Because he was at, obviously, a strip joint that...
For the ladies.
That, yes, caters to the female client.
No, his excuse
and some gay men.
No, his excuse for being at that strip club was that he was
whatever his excuse is, my answer is whatever.
Picking up women, picking up chicks there.
I'm sure. Now, maybe there's a couple of guys that have this concept that they can go to places where women get all horned up and then they can pick up on them, but you wait in a distance, from a distance in the parking lot. I mean, I've only done that a couple of times. But if you're going in to a strip club where on stage it's all men and their abs and they're dangling participles, well, then you're a homo and there's no other way about it. or a homo, however you want to pronounce it.
Right.
So he better, if he's going to file some claim that he was robbed, and he's going to file some kind of police report, well, he better be ready to acknowledge who he is.
Right, I understand.
And not be hiding around, Terry.
He claims...
He was attacked by who now? How they were naked, did you say?
Well, yeah, nude male strippers.
You said nude male strippers?
Yes.
Were they nude at the time they attacked them?
Well, that's what his claim was.
Even if you're willing to admit you're a homo, do you want to put on a police report that you were attacked by Rick the Dick, Terry? Is that what you really want to get out there in the public eye?
No.
In the public one eye, Terry?
No, but of course, he's already in trouble in Dallas because he's being investigated for big corruption that he did there.
I mean, do you really want the long arm of the law to be helping you out?
Oh, stand up in court.
I just don't know if you really want to go about reporting this. Let them have whatever they took and get on with your life.
He claims it was a $15,000 crocodile skin wallet.
Skinned it. Mm-hmm.
So
$15,000 wallet the nude strippers
took from him.
Man, if you're a nude stripper, do you feel comfortable, even though you're comfortable with your body, obviously, to be a stripper in and of itself, are you comfortable enough that you're just ready to pounce on some guy and attack him in your nude state?
Well,
I mean, if I'm going to attack somebody, I got to be dressed. That's just me, Terry. I don't know if I can attack someone physically and not know where my penis is flapping.
Right. Well, maybe
you're scared you're going to put it somewhere? Or?
No, I want it to be accounted for. And when it's accounted for. Yes, and when my situation is in its proper place, which normally would be in my boxers, covered by, what do I have on today?
Jeans,
my diesel
right?
jeans, Terry, then it's accounted for. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
All right? And if I'm going to attack someone, I don't want to be nude and not know where it's going to be flapping.
Right. What it hits, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I got you.
And what does a nude stripper, what does a nude guy need a $15,000 wallet for?
What does anybody need a $15,000 wallet for?
But like I said, that's his claim. That's what he told police.
Where do you keep it? In your back pocket?
Oh, geez. Hey, I need $10.
Dare you to give my wallet.
Where's the ATM card? Slide it here.
I know you need a couple of bucks for your Borachini's pie.
Oh, yeah.
They said Borachini when we called.
Unbelievable.
You believe that?
Stop it.
Did I hear what I think I heard?
They're wrong. I'm convinced they don't know what they're doing at their own business.
Mr. Borachini, you're wrong.
You've been mispronunciating your name for
Call
years.
Italy now and tell your ancestors they're wrong.
Call this one more time. Figure out what the hell's going on here. Let's just go with it.
Hi there. You've reached Borachini's Bakery.
Yeah, right there, I heard.
You're not the only one in shock. Everybody's
I'll give
shocked,
them this, Terry. I'm going to allow them dual pronunciations.
Okay.
I'm not going Borachini.
No, neither am I.
So they got robbed yesterday, is that what happened?
Mm-hmm.
I feel robbed right now, actually.
Right? I think we all feel a little bit of loss.
Part of your soul has been taken away.
Oh, well, I wouldn't go that far. You got it in your back pocket.
Goodness.
So 3 nude male dancers right there in the establishment.
In the establishment. This is what this dude is claiming.
Yes.
Yes, they jumped him.
And they took his $15,000 wallet. Anything else?
He claims that they threw him out.
Oh, no. Jump someone in a strip club. I don't care what kind of strip club is it. Was it what time of the night or morning was it?
Doesn't give a time or anything like that. He just says that it happened at Saturday night.
I just come here for the drinks.
He says
they're really cheap. I like them.
He says that they beat him, threw him out of the club, and then stole his wallet.
Yes.
So he got, he called the police.
Yes.
Flagged down police officers.
Oh,
apparently.
yes.
That's when they noticed that he was drunk, and he's the one who was arrested.
Yeah. Okay.
And was thrown in jail.
Who's on the hotline, the warm line, Pasty? What's going on here? I don't see any names. I don't see any identification. What's going on with the hotline, the warm line?
Man and woman.
Hotline, warm line, anyone?
You were just on the hotline, so that's just you.
Oh, that's Borachini still on hold?
Still.
Borachini's. Yeah. What am I saying?
Can we get a live body there? I mean, they're not there? What if I wanted 10 croissants right now? And I do.
Well, you have to go through a menu to get to them, actually.
Anyone there?
Good morning.
Oh, it's
still
you're still on the line? I thought we got cut off with you.
No, you hung up on me.
You say you've been pronouncing it wrong.
I have not.
You've been eating them at You've been eating them at a house and home, and you've been pronouncing them wrong all the while.
Yeah, you're not going to take that away from me.
What?
I'll call it however I want it.
Yes, as long as you maintain your status as their best customer, they don't care how you pronounce it. They're willing to change. This guy's willing to change his name as long as you keep buying the sheet cakes.
I'll go there today.
You know what?
I'll go there today. I can't eat it, but I'll look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my gosh.
That's right. Christopher from Western Seattle had his stomach stapled like an old friend we used to have on the program, Terry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's happening a lot.
Yes.
It worked.
All right. Make sure you keep your wallet securely fastened.
If I go get cupcakes, can I come down tomorrow morning?
If you go get what?
Cupcakes.
Cupcakes?
Why would we want day-old cupcakes?
We don't want to see the loose skin if that's some reference to what's hanging from your body. We don't want to see anything that's going on. And what do you plan to do about that, sir, by the way? What do you plan to do with all the loose skin that must be hanging from your body after losing 120 pounds, flapping in the wind like your not-so-friendly wind chime? What are you gonna do about that?
Eventually I'll have to have surgery to have that.
Eventually? I think eventually is here. Yeah. It's got to be pretty nasty.
No, it's not that much, and I have to wait until I've fully lost the weight.
Mm-hmm. Well, what is your target goal to when you feel like you fully lost the weight?
When I get down to 165.
165? Wow. From 400?
Oh, man.
You started at 400. You're going to get down to 165?
All I have left is a leg.
That's what I'm hoping. My doctor's goal is 200, but I want to get to 165.
Mm-hmm.
Your doctor's even reaching.
Well, he only has what? He's lost 120, right?
Yeah, I need 113. I need to lose 114 more.
All right.
Double.
And I'll do it.
Oh, good.
Okay.
He'll defraud some HMO into thinking it's a medical condition.
Well, have a great Chris in Western Washington. What is it
Seattle.
again?
West Seattle.
Christopher in Western Seattle Day. All right,
Thank you very much.
Yeah, whatever. What else is going on, Terrence?
Got a story out of Germany about a 65-year-old woman who decided that she wanted to keep a memento of her dead husband, so she chopped his private area off because it was his best asset.
Is that right?
Yes.
Well, my wife doesn't have that worry.
Okay.
It is far from my best asset.
Luckily, a nurse spotted her, and she was arrested.
Another crazy woman? She did this when he was alive, or did you say he was dead? Oh, he was dead. Okay.
Dead, yes.
That makes it a little better.
They had been married for 35 years.
She puts it on the mantle, or what does she do with it after she yanks that thing off?
I don't know. She just said she...
Have it bronzed and put it up next to the picture of you and him on the swing, or what?
I guess so. She told the police, quote, "It was his best asset and gave me
She's
so much
not going to use it on
pleasure."
herself after he's dead, is she?
No.
Don't be so sure, Terry.
She wants to pickle it for eternity.
That is nice.
Pickle it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. They said that they called it...
She wants to pickle it. What don't you understand there, Stephen?
That's
she
great
wants
for her.
to have her late husband's schlong pickled. It's a very basic request upon the passing of your spouse.
That's right.
She said that he would have wanted it.
I want to have mine corned. I want to have mine corned beef, Terry.
Not sliced.
Yes. Let's keep it all deli related here.
Gosh.
It is pronounced deli, right?
I hope. Who knows now?
Not deli.
I don't even know anymore.
My life is thrown into turmoil today.
I understand. You're not alone.
Poor Keaties.
Or Keeney's Bakery.
Bakery.
She had his member pickled there, huh?
Well, that's what she wanted to have done, but the police were called, and she didn't think she was really doing anything wrong because that is her husband, after all.
I hope she doesn't come home late night, a little tipsy, hankering for a sandwich, Terry.
Oh, jeez.
That'd be the most action he probably ever got.
Jeez.
If she's the typical wife, Terry.
Well, not...
That'd be the most action that thing ever got. I'll be the first to inform you on that one.
They were, like I said, they were together for 35 years. She claims that it brought her a lot of pleasure.
I'm sure. Yeah, they tend to do that. Now, and they tend to sometimes not. I wonder if this is going to start a trend, Terry. Do you feel like you have the same kind of relationship, the closeness, and the admiration for your husband's penis to the point where when he one day, hopefully a long, long time from now, passes on, that you might want to keep a memento such as that and have it pickled?
I don't think I would probably do that, no.
No.
That's, no.
You're not feeling what this woman was feeling. You're not seeing her point.
I mean, I understand you want to keep a memento of your husband, all that good stuff, but you don't need to really. I can't see being pickled on my mantle.
You know? Next to the moose head?
Yeah, next to the...
What about Amy, Steven? She going to make a Slim Jim out of you or what?
She'd probably bread it and deep fry it.
Make a crusty pup?
Yeah.
All right. That is nasty. I got some ointment for you, Steven. We'll take care of that right away. You got a crusty pup. Oh, God.
It is fair, Susan.
Where was this woman that did this?
I told you in Germany.
In Germany?
Yes.
Huh.
Well, they do love David Hasselhoff, so
yeah, they do. The
nothing
Hoff.
makes sense there.
Yeah,
he's the man there. The Hoff is.
Well, you got yourself that's a dill pickle there, baby. Jeez. 1-866-663-T-MAN is the number to call. That's toll free as always, as usual, and it's 1-866-663-TMAN. And if you would like to call in right now, I'll open up every phone line we have. Perhaps you would like to chime in on the pickling of the dick situation, or you may have a comment of your own. So, Pasty, line them up. I'll knock them down. We have some time left in this segment. Yes or no? Okay, no? Okay, great. Okay, let's go to, who's waiting longest here? Mark, you're on the air.
Hey, T-Man, how you doing?
Been waiting all 30 seconds because I just opened the phone lines. Yes, Mark, go ahead.
I was going to say, if she wanted to keep that particular part of her husband, the adult stores now carry, I'm not sure if...
You can make a paper mache.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. You can
make a duplicate.
You can make a mold.
A mold, yes.
There's a woman that did that with rock stars.
Rubber adult toy out of your...
For most women out there, isn't one of your husband's thingy enough?
Yeah, if you're going to buy a fake one, it's not going to be of me.
All right.
It's hard to use if it's pickled.
It's going to be Julian.
See, that'd be cool if women were more into porn, and they are becoming more into porn little by little, Terry, but they're not really ready to throw their arms around it and embrace it. Right. But if they were more into porn, it'd be the kind of thing that you'd want to like have a duplicate made of your favorite porn star. That'd be worth your while. And then, like, if I was a woman, I'd be into porn, trust me, and I'd have a mold made of, like, Nick East. And I'd use that.
Wow.
He's an old schooler, Terry, yes. Nicky's got so much.
Gosh, it wasn't even handsome.
Yeah, he got so many hot women.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Man.
There are any.
And they make it like they get immune to it, and that's the way they talk, and, just wrong. Borachini. Anyway. All right, well, thank you for the note there, sir.
You're very welcome. Have a good one.
Okay, Maggie has joined us. Yes, Maggie.
Hey, T-Man.
How are you, love?
Doing good.
Good to hear from you.
Well, my dad passed away in Yakima last month. And,
sorry to hear that.
Thank you. And we're up at the hospital, and I called my mom and had her come down so she could say goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
She put her hands down and was cupping it. And I'm like, Mom, what are you doing? And she said, well, it's brought me so much pleasure for the last 30 years that I just had to hold it one more time.
Mm-hmm.
We got like 10 of us around the hospital bed going, wow.
What was he? But he was dead when this was going on in the hospital bed?
Yep.
And she wanted one last touch.
One last feel of her stuff.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of pleasure.
It was a little uncomfortable.
Well, maybe there's, that's not as far out there as having it pickled.
Yeah.
Right.
She wanted to touch it one last time. It's what meant the most to her. Like my wife will be touching my wallet, Terry. One last time. When I move on.
All the pleasure.
Yes.
I'm going to miss you.
Mm-hmm. The T-Man. Yeah, Schwager.
Hello.
Hello, Tay. Yes, Schwager. What can we do for you this morning?
Man, what's up with your phone system? That's the first question. What the heck's up with it?
What do you mean, what's up with it?
Well, I've been on hold twice, and those 2 times, I got knocked out.
Well, what can I tell you?
Could be your free phone.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have 3 minutes. Thank you very much. But actually, I'm at the old high school right now working, and
jeez. I wish this phone system would kick in right now, Terry.
I'm getting paid $12 an hour.
Yes.
Woohoo! And I took a look at this new group of sophomores coming up here, and they all are dressing like emos.
Huh?
You know what an emo is, right?
No, and I really don't want to hear a definition.
They're him, Matthews.
No,
do you have anything interesting to talk about this morning or not? Is there anything going on with your mom? Has she been arrested again? Is she slutting herself out again? Is there anything going on of any interesting level here? Yes or no?
Unfortunately, last night around 12:30, I got a call from my grandma telling me that my cousin Joe had been arrested while walking along
I told you, he's always good for one white trash story when asked for it, Terry.
Right.
He's got to drag it out of him a little bit. Yes, go ahead.
That old Cousin Joe.
What happened with Cousin Joe?
Yeah, I have a cousin Joe and a cousin Jan.
All right.
And
Thanks for
cousin
setting it
Joe...
up. Yeah.
happened to get himself arrested, and there's something about no contact order between him and Grandma, but my Grandma has legal custody of
When
him.
Grandma puts out a no contact order on you, Terry, you know you've done something of a serious proportion. Yes.
No, well, actually, I mean, Grandma didn't even put the no contact order there. It was done by the court.
All right.
And there's something wrong with that because the no contact order shouldn't be there, so he got released, and he had a bunk at my place last night.
He got caught stealing the hard candy out of the bowl at Grandma's house. You stay away from her. It's her candy.
That candy's been there since 1968, and it is not to be touched.
No, it's all one piece now.
Yes.
Well, she was born in the late 40s.
All right, so what happens here? Anything good?
No.
Well, unfortunately,
Does he try to molest you overnight or what?
My cousin had to stay at my place last night, and man, that guy needs a bath. He smells worse than anything you guys
Wow.
ever
Well,
have
maybe
in
he
that
could be
whole
your
studio.
inspiration to getting yourself into a more bathed
I shower
clean
daily.
situation.
I shower daily.
All right.
Well, you're dog washer. You have experience. Give him a bath.
Steven, do not make me come over there and slap you upside the head.
Oh, jeez, the threat.
He loves threatening Steven.
Loves to.
He loves knowing that he could kick Steven's ass.
Well,
Because
you
Steven's
guys
are
don't have
true.
Whedon anymore, so he doesn't actually on the list.
All right.
After that, there's nobody I can beat up.
All right. Is there anything else going on? Summer's about to end. It's like, for all intents and purposes, looking at the weather forecast, it is over, Terry.
I know.
But raining. Technically, it's raining right now.
It is.
Technically, you got about 15 days left of summer, and not any action by this 20-year-old who should be enjoying summer more than anyone in the world. That's what 20-year-olds do, Terry. And what does he have to show for another summer in the history books? Nothing! What do you have to show for the summer that has just concluded? What? What are you?
$1,500 from work.
What's the biggest highlight of your summer?
Passing my math class,
Mm-hmm.
and I start classes again on Monday.
It's very exciting.
And I only really have one class to go to this quarter.
Okay.
So, and I have an online class for computer, my video class. It will be it.
Thank you for the call.
Jeez, no, I'm sitting here going, really?
Yeah, maybe he's not ready for dates yet.
Never.
Just a hunch. Thomas, good morning. 1-866-663-T-Man. Anything. Terry, if people are out there having relationship problems,
Right?
this would be the time to call. All right? I have some time for that, unless you have a whole pile of stuff over there that you want to share with us.
I have some stuff
I
that
know
I
you
could
do.
share.
I know you do. But unless it's like just outstanding stuff, I would like to take a lot of calls today because we didn't take a lot of calls yesterday and the day before.
Well,
to start this week.
How about this?
Well, wait. I got Thomas on the line.
Oh, sorry, Thomas.
Yes.
Hey, how's it going?
How are you, Thomas?
Pretty good. Just got off work and I was listening to your story about the lady and the tickled dick and stuff.
Yes, I'm glad you
had a
caught.
friend.
I'm glad you got off work in just the right time to catch the lady in the pickled dick story. Yes.
Must have been great when he turned on his radio.
I mean, heaven forbid his boss would have kept him overtime, Terry.
He would have missed out on the
He
pickled
would have
dick.
missed the lady in the pickled dick story, and his life wouldn't be as complete as it is now.
Oh, that's great.
Go ahead, sir. Yes.
Anyways, I actually, when I used to live in Kansas, and I had a friend whose mom actually had a pickled finger of her husband. He cut it off in like a wood chopping accident, and I was just thinking about that. I was like, thought it was kind of weird. Maybe a trend is starting to happen. I don't know.
But that person in her life is still alive. She just decided to have his finger pickled.
Yeah.
And it's up on their mantle or something? Just
no, it's locked away in her bedroom, like in this.
Yeah, you got to put that in the safe, Terry.
because somebody, might steal
the
it.
bad guys will be coming for that if the word gets out that you got a pickled finger in your house.
You know the street value of that crap?
Yeah, it was pretty gnarly looking, but
No kidding.
Chop up that finger, sell it for its parts.
Right.
All right, Thomas, thanks a lot. Thanks for sharing.
All right.
Enjoy your off work time.
Hey, also,
Yeah, right. Rachel, one thought. Well, I got a lot of calls, Terry. One thought per customer. Don't you agree?
All right.
Rachel, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hi, Rachel.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Okay, so I want to ask a question. Why, when you don't give it up to your man for more than a few days, do they automatically think you're having an affair?
I don't know that to be the case, to be honest. But apparently, you're telling us something about your own life. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
You have a very accusatory, is that a word, type a boyfriend or husband, or what's the situation?
He's my fiance.
Your fiance. And if you don't allow him access to your vagina/stunner, you are accused of being a cheater?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, that actually would work against what the actual reality of cheating is. Because people think if you're cheating, you give your spouse or the person in your life, your person you call the love of your life, you give them less sex. The reality is, by all studies and all kinds of research that's been done, believe it or not, when you're having an affair, you tend to have more sex with your partner. So I don't know what you're talking about, Rachel.
Because you're trying to throw him off the trail?
I don't know if I'm trying to throw it off the trail. I think just the more sex you have, the more apt you are to want to have sex.
Oh.
Well, yeah, I would think.
Which explains a lot about you.
Does that count with in front of the computer? Is that why?
The more sex you have in front of the computer, the more sex you'll want to have in front of the computer.
Okay, good.
So your fiance is way off, Rachel. And I think you just like coming on the air, you know, singing the song about how your fiance is so in love with you that he's going crazy. He's mentally breaking down and accusing you of cheating because you're so damn hot, too, right?
Yes, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's accusing her because really he's the one doing the cheating.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Throw the guilt the other way.
Well, do you think he's cheating on you, Rachel?
Oh, no, I know he wouldn't do that.
Why wouldn't he do that?
Because he never leaves anywhere to where he could do that.
There's not enough unaccounted minutes in the day for him to be cheating on you?
That's
exactly,
the reason?
but when I'm at work, he thinks that's... You don't even know the worst part of it. You should hear who he's accusing me of having an affair with.
Me?
No.
Oh, who?
The FedEx delivery guy.
Yeah, well, that can happen.
At your job?
Yeah.
He says all the right
FedEx
things.
comes and picks up FedEx.
Right here.
So he has a specific person that he believes you're cheating with, and it's the FedEx guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you're at work, what is he doing that you don't believe he has enough time in the day that's unaccounted for him to cheat on you? I'm more curious about that than anything.
He works with my brother.
Uh-huh. And your brother keeps tabs on him, does he?
Oh, yeah.
And you ask your brother commonly about his whereabouts?
I don't have to ask my brother. He tells me.
Mm-hmm. Well, that sounds pretty psycho, Terry.
Yeah,
a little bit.
It does.
And then when he's not at work, he's at home with my son while I'm at work, so.
With your son?
Yeah.
Because you've had a child with another man who obviously wanted no part of that.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So at least one person that we know of out there wanted nothing to do with you.
No, it was the other way around.
Oh, of course. He never stood a chance, Terry, in getting in her world.
Yeah.
He was the sperm donor, and then she shooed him away like a fly.
No, he's a sperm donor, but he's a loser, and I chose not to have him in my son's life.
Mm-hmm. Why is he a loser? And why are you such the winner in comparison?
Because I take care of my son financially and emotionally, and have for 12 years.
Yes, blah, blah, blah.
Such a loser. Please raw dog me, please, loser.
Mm-hmm.
Please raw dog me, nice.
Please deposit all of your love juice in me, loser.
Yeah, I love losers.
Really
hot.
I love loser love juice.
He has my son and 2 other kids, and he's never paid a dime of child support for any of them.
Blah, blah, blah. More loser love juice, please.
Oh, shut up.
Great name for a band. Loser Love Juice.
Yeah, I can see them in the opening acts. Okay, so what needs to happen here? What can we do for you? How can we be of some service to you, Rachel?
Well, I just want to know why guys think that. He's not the first guy that I've heard of that
He's
said that.
not so consumed with thoughts that you're cheating on him as much as you like to toot that horn. I'm not feeling as though this guy's going crazy over you like you'd like to make it seem. All right, he's doing fine. Maybe he asked a passing question because you seem to absolutely, positively have to have it overnight. But I don't. really feel like this is any big deal, especially as big as you're making it out to be. So just move on with it. Move on from it, all right?
Oh, I have.
Okay. He'll be fine. Trust me.
Now he'll set up.
I trust that he'll be fine.
Oh,
all
I know
right?
he will be.
Okay. Maybe he's just looking for a way out.
Ding, ding.
What's the way out you can go?
While keeping the job with your brother.
Oh.
Is your brother handsome?
Oh, he can do that if he wants. I've already told him if he doesn't feel
He hasn't even
comfortable,
said anything, and now she's getting mad at him. Oh, he can do that if he wants. Is that what he told you, T-Man?
I know. That's so funny.
You are wacky.
Wow.
Sounds difficult.
I'm not wacky.
You sound difficult, Rachel.
I am difficult.
Here it was, just speculating, pulling something out of the thin air here, and she's like, oh, is that what he wants? Okay, he can do that if he wants.
I already told him.
right now.
I knew that's what he wanted. What, did he send you a fax? Rachel, everything's going to be okay.
Oh, I know.
And I'm glad you called.
Thanks.
Not really. Okay. 1-866-663. Hey, man, is the number to call.
Oh, gosh.
And Jeff is calling. From where, Jeff? Where are you calling from?
I'm from Renton.
From Renton.
Yeah.
No end in this town. Spelling T-Man. It's Renton. Jeff from Renton.
Yeah, how's it going?
What can we do for you, Jeff? Is that how the real Renton resident pronounces it?
Actually, it's Renton.
The N is silent. It sounded like you said Renton.
No, it's either the T or the N is silent. Depends on your mood.
Okay.
Most people from Renton don't know how to pronounce it. Or a lot of words,
What if
really.
they did? They wouldn't be able to anyway. Oh! Just not really. Okay. Hefe, yes, what can we do for you?
Yeah, I'm having just a wee bit of a problem. I've been dating this girl for 3.5 years now.
Yes.
She's been a cheerleader for 2 seasons now.
Cheerleader for who?
The Seahawks.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Another caller loves the sound of his own statement.
Oh, now it gets bad.
But you... Girlfriend happens to be a seagull there, T-Man. Yeah, I didn't want to have to say that, but I guess I did.
It gets bad. It gets bad. This is the problem.
Well,
Deion Branch moved in, what?
Obsessed with Deion Branch. Loves him. That's the 6th time you've mentioned him already this morning.
It is
3
not
off
the
the air.
6th.
Hope JD knows 3 times off the air as well.
Wow.
Honey, Deion Branch is fun.
Now, there's a problem with this.
Yes.
It's been 2 seasons now, but I can't get...
How many seasons has your girlfriend been a cheerleader for the Seahawks?
Whoa, she's a cheerleader?
Yeah, she's a cheerleader, Steven. His girlfriend is a cheerleader for the Seahawks, in case everyone in Renton hasn't heard this yet.
That must be really cool.
Jeff in Renton's girlfriend is a seagull.
Whoa. Oh, he said the Hawks. Is it the Everett Hawks?
Oh, dear.
Right.
She's a cheerleader for the Seahawks, right?
Indeed.
All right, well, what's her name? Let's check her out in the calendar.
Yeah, let's do.
I can't go there. I can't get her. She
Put her on hold. Put him on hold.
All right, well, tell us the story, and then we'll get it out of him. Go ahead. Let's hear the story.
The problem here is, like I said, it's been 2 seasons, but I can't get her to put on that damn outfit for me. And she puts it on at the stadium for 60,000 people, but she won't put it on at home.
Uh-huh. Well, I don't know if you know this, Jeff, but I'm married to a former Seattle Seahawks
I know that.
cheerleader.
Really?
Stephen, you're an idiot.
And when this problem came about, she was singing out for 4 seasons, Steve.
Well, she was on the cover of the calendar.
2 times. However...
She went to Hawaii? Right?
Double time.
When I had that problem, and she refused, I then told her and followed through with the threat that I would wear it while having sex with her until she did. And believe me, that brought about some quick changes.
You put it on.
Oh, did it look good on me, Terry?
Oh, yeah. Shake your pom-poms, big boy.
That's great.
Yes.
Oh, goodness. Can't wait till you post those pictures on MySpace.
Okay, so believe me, this problem can be rectified rather quickly if you follow my advice. Now, let's get back to who she is so we can rate the cheerleader.
Yeah, let's do.
I didn't say rape, even though I was thinking it. I said rate the cheerleader. Which one? She's been a cheerleader for the Seahawks for 2 seasons, so she certainly has photographs available. Which one? Come on, you're dying to tell us. Which one is your girlfriend?
And what's the big deal anyway?
I just don't know if I can go to that.
All right,
Why?
she's a public figure.
Yeah, she's a public figure. What's the big deal? She does a lot of community service stuff.
That director of theirs is quite a bitch, you know.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa! We didn't say it.
The director is a bitch in Jeff's mind.
Why is that?
she's not, even on the MySpace and stuff like that, they're not allowed to post anything saying they're a seagull or anything like that, or they'll get...
Oh, is that why I can... Okay, never mind. So your girlfriend, as much as she wants to have a MySpace out there and available, she's not allowed to because of the bitch, as you call her, director of the Seagulls, that won't allow this?
She's allowed to have it, but she can't post that she's a seagull on there.
Well, then if she's so upset about that, then why be a seagull?
Well, she's not that upset. She'd rather be an NFL cheerleader than have a MySpace where she's still going to have a MySpace. She just can't put that she's a seagull on there.
There's no way that, I'm not going to support it because she gets 2 tickets to every game.
Okay, so just tell us who she is.
We'll check out month April.
Month April from last year's calendar? All right. They're not going to be multiple girls in April, are there?
No, she's the main page.
Oh, she's got a solo shot.
Jeff's girlfriend's got a solo shot.
He just make it up a month. He doesn't know. There's no girl.
You don't believe any of this?
No.
Okay, bud. All right.
Buddy.
Go to the MySpace, check it out.
And there's pictures of you and her there?
Yeah, and you're going to be surprised.
How do we know what he looks like?
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to figure out what I'm not going to lie to be with this guy on there. I'm not the best looking character out there, buddy.
You're going to be surprised of how bad looking you are and the fact that you have a seagull girlfriend?
Oh,
she's hot.
Definitely.
Well, there are some seagulls that aren't that great, to be honest. You're not with one of them, are you?
No, I'm not.
You're with one of the real good ones.
Yeah.
Are you with a top 5 seagull, would you say? I mean, be honest.
I would be honest. I'm with one of the top 5.
I know it's hard for you to be unbiased because you're only doing one of them, but we can fix that. I can give you some tips on that, too. Right.
Whoa, now.
No, I'll be honest. I'm saying I'm one of the... I believe I'm with one of the top 5.
You think you're with one of the top 5?
Whoa.
Would you go as far as to say top 3?
Yes.
How did you get her?
Where in the top 3
does... a long time.
Where in the top 3 does your girlfriend fall? And who are the top 3 in your mind? Where's the calendar? We have a calendar.
We're getting.
I like Sequoia.
You like Sequoia? Okay, that's not your girlfriend?
No.
Okay.
I like Lindsay.
Sequoia, Lindsay.
And Stephanie.
And Stephanie. Now, one of those 3 is your girlfriend. It's not. And it's not Sequoia.
Well, you just gotta narrow it down.
Lindsay or Stephanie? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Not Lindsay.
Stephanie.
Geez.
Oh, God, that was difficult.
Broke the code.
You were really tough to crack, man.
Jeez, man.
So your girlfriend is Stephanie, and you believe that she's a top 3 seagull. Now, when I get the calendar, I will give you my assessment as to where amongst the seagulls she falls into.
Okay, and then do we do a lightning pull after that?
You've been with her for how long?
3.5 years.
Yes, and if she's listening right now and her bitch director, you want to make sure... That's what he called her.
I know that's what he called her.
That'll be fun at the company party.
Yeah.
He wants to make sure that the bitch director and Stephanie and all her other Seagull colleagues will coerce her to wear the Seagull uniform to the great bedroom experience that they have night after night in their home in Renton.
Right.
Because you live with her, right?
No.
You don't live with her. Well, what boyfriend and girlfriend that are really true, serious boyfriend and girlfriends these days don't live together?
I'm not living with anybody. I'm 21.
Oh, so she wants to desperately live with you, but you are not having it.
Oh, no.
Until
she don't live with me either.
Until she passes Lindsay and Sequoia, you're not going to be seen living with her. Is that right?
Yeah.
I built a moat around my apartment complex. You'll never get in.
He likes them white and blonde.
Well, how long have you been going out with her?
3.5 years, he said.
3.5 years.
So you knew her in high school.
Yeah.
And how often do you do it?
What's that?
How often do you two make love to each other?
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit. It's a pretty broad, general answer there. No pun intended. Could you get more specific, please? I really need to know.
4 out of 7.
4 out of there are 7 days in the week. Last I checked. I think that's what he's referring to, Terry.
Right.
Well, I'm thinking he's not talking about dentists. 4 out of 7 days. Typically will be the times during the week that you and Stephanie get it done. Now, is she a satisfied Renton girlfriend or what?
I believe so, yeah. I mean, she's sticking around.
Mm-hmm.
Sticking around.
I'm not rich.
Does she give you... What do you do?
I work construction.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a laborer.
Do you feel like she'll be with you? You are a confident boyfriend, and as far as do you feel like she'll be with you as long as you want her to stay around, or if
you know what, she's a real smart girl.
She's a real smart girl, so that would mean that she's constantly looking for something better, or what?
Hello, Dion Branch.
You know, she's not smart in that aspect. No, you know, I don't think she's going anywhere. We're pretty content with each other.
Content. And being a top 3 Seagal, I would imagine that she gets hit on by the single players that are on the Seahawk roster.
I'd imagine so.
I wouldn't imagine any married player, Cherry.
Never.
Doing something like that.
They don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, not the married
So she probably tells you, because you're so close and you're so content together, she probably tells you all about the time she gets hit on and laughs it off, knowing that she has only one male interest out there, and that is Jeff from Renton.
Quite a bit, yeah. I've heard quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, you know, I tell you, it makes me feel wonderful.
So he likes them blonde? All the 3 he picked are blonde, Steven?
Yes.
Sequoia's blonde? I thought she wasn't.
I don't know. I have to check it out, Terry. I think she may be blonde.
Oh, okay.
I used to bang the Mariner Moose back in the day. I mean, who really cares?
Now, was the Moose top 3 as far as the mascots that the Seattle Mariners have?
Yeah, he was top 3.
Okay.
For sure.
Yes. Yes, but he was cheating on you like crazy, though.
I don't mess with any below top 3.
All right, dude. Well, we're having trouble finding the calendar. I'm trying to stall until we find the calendar.
I emailed a picture today.
Oh, you did?
Left. Yeah, but I want to see all the pictures.
My phone's dying on you, too, there, bud.
All right. I'm sure that's a microcosm of just about everything in your life. Anyhow, Jeff, I'm really excited you shared that with us. And I gave you, hopefully, a quick tip to maybe make this thing happen for you, because I know it's a very strong dream of yours that you've been having for...
Throw that on. That's the tip of the day. Is just go throw that on and show up in the bedroom with
If you're that anxious, yes, if you're that anxious to make it happen and have her do that for you real quick, there's no faster remedy than that. All right?
Hey, I'm taking the doctor's advice.
Well, there you go. Thank you, sir.
There you go.
Take care. And, of course, I want you to... Oh, never mind. You have that guy Jeff's phone number? I just called with the Seagal girlfriend? Because Vinny the Pooh just brought in the Seagal calendar here. Do you have that, Pasty? I'm sorry, I'm not hearing you. Is that a yes or a no?
I'm sorry, I don't.
You don't have it? No. You didn't check it out on caller ID and jot it down?
I did not.
I thought it was the girls, and I said no.
Vinny the Pooh went down to the... Now we're nearer with our new studio, Terry. Mm-hmm. We're closer to the sports radio station. So he went down the hall and he beat up a couple of sports radio guys. That shows how tough they are, Terry. He's a 130-pound man. And he got us this calendar.
All right.
Because the dude who just called in wanting for a little advice on something off the subject of who's hot or who's not. And there's a lot of women on the Seagulls, Terry, that just aren't really that hot.
Right.
That's unfortunate to have to talk about, but that's just the case.
I understand.
And there are some that are way hot. And there are some that fall in the middle, and that's how it goes.
Sure.
All right. Now, in a perfect world, all your cheerleaders on your football team that you root for would be as hot as hell.
Right.
But that isn't really the way it shakes down with a lot of teams. Right?
Well, unless you're Dallas, right?
Well, Dallas has more to choose from because there's a much greater demand. Not saying the Seahawks don't have a big demand for cheerleaders, but yes, there's that extra something special about being a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader than there's there being about any cheerleader for any team in the rest of the NFL. So absolutely, you're right. Now, as far as this calendar is concerned, he said on the air that his girlfriend was a top 3 Seagal, and there's about, I would think, about 30-some-odd Seagals.
Yeah.
So that's enough. Stephen knows every answer to every question I may ask about this. Jeez. But he's not a seedy guy, and he's not living any kind of life.
So it's seedy to know how many there are?
Well, to have that information right at your fingertips.
Well, because we were talking about it last segment.
So you've been doing all this research since?
I was trying to find the pictures in case he didn't get the calendar.
Anyway.
There's only four hookers in my room in San Francisco.
There are 32.
Thought I could help out on the show.
32 Seagulls. Just always funny when you do. 32 Seagulls, and for her to be a top 3 would make her like in the top very small percentage of the Seagulls, Terry.
Right. Understand.
And he said she's Miss April here.
Right.
And he said that she's the big picture in April, and I'm looking at her now, and
Well, but he also gave you 2 other names of girls because you said...
more interested in his girlfriend first.
No, I know.
See where she falls in. I haven't seen the whole calendar yet, but let me just go right to April, and I'm looking at it, and yeah, she's cute.
Cute.
But by no means a top 3.
Oh, wow. No, not top 3.
Okay, so...
I'm not going to put her, and this is only one picture that I'm looking at here. I'd like to really, to make this an official study, Terry, I'd like to have all the Seagulls come down here and line up for me so I can rate them all.
Right.
But I did put a T in there, right? Yeah. And... I don't know if that is going to be able to be worked out. So I have to go on what I see here.
Okay.
And she's definitely not one of the ones that aren't good looking.
Right. She's definitely not mediocre,
Which
right?
I mentioned that it's unfortunate there are some not good-looking cheerleaders, right? I mentioned that already, didn't
you
I?
Did. You
okay,
did.
Good.
And then you said there were some that just kind of fall in the middle,
That's
and
right.
that's the way it goes.
And is she a middle faller? Based on this picture, I might have to say yes.
A middle faller?
Wow, middle faller.
A middle faller.
Wow. Okay, so then go on Sequoia was the other name, right?
Let me just go to the whole calendar here, starting January, and work my way down.
Oh, boy.
That's the hot shot birthday month.
See, already January, you got a girl named Amy here.
Amy?
Spells it all weird, trying to be special. A-M-I-E, Terry.
Right.
And she already has to be seen as one of the girls on the squad that's better looking than his girlfriend.
Whoa, so she's not
Now,
a
I'd
middle
like to have him
faller.
on the line to break this down with him, to hear his side of the argument. But there's really no argument to be had here, Terry. See, what I base hotness on, Terry, what I base women's looks are, is very simple criteria. How interested am I in having sex with them, okay? I mean, that's all I can do here.
Makes
Now,
sense.
of course, those days have passed for me as far as, no, pass it soon, as far as doing that, because I have altered situations in my
lifestyle.
life. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Okay.
Do what now?
Yeah, edit that out. And,
Dump it. No.
but still,
No, I hear.
how interested would I be? Should I be one that might actually go out there and dabble in the world of sex on a one-time and one-time only basis? Yeah. And the criteria I use on how hot a woman is, now maybe this is fair, maybe this is not fair, is how much do I want to, have sex with them?
That
And
makes sense.
I think that's the way everyone pretty much does it, right or wrong?
I think I'm a little different.
That's the way you got to do it. That's the way you have to do it. That's the way you
Right.
should do it.
But there's plenty of girls that I want to do that I don't think are super hot.
Oh, well, that's still the case with any guy. And there are always those weird situations where you know that a certain girl is not hot, but you still want to do them really bad. But usually it's other circumstances that bring that feeling about, and it wasn't the initial level of attraction that made that happen.
But I want to
you just see ugly girls on the street and say, wow, it's weird, but I want to do her.
Not ugly usually, but I want to do a bigger one than a little skinny hot one.
So you recognize the skinny hot ones
The hotter girl.
are hotter,
Yeah.
but you'd rather do the uglier, fatter girl.
Yes, because they usually appreciate it more.
Because they don't get it that often.
And
Terry
he
nailed it.
And he knows, given his performance record,
Yeah.
that he has to have a high level of appreciation before he gets started,
Right.
to make sure that after the fact, she's still feeling pretty good.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, you like that, don't you? You haven't had it for a long time, or ever.
Okay, now your face looks like you kind of like it. Okay, you're starting to hate it. I better stop.
Yeah, you don't mind a chew in the lip, huh?
Yes. Some women call that disgusting. Some women call it foreplay.
Yeah, or just necessary.
Yes. And she has a big enough belly button that you can spit.
Oh, yeah.
Use it as a spittoon.
That's why he likes big girls. She has a ready-to-go ashtray for your... never mind.
Or she's not really into it. You do the old spit and shove.
Oh, gross.
See, Terry, I'm working my way down. I'm already in March, and there's numerous girls
That already beat.
I'm sorry to say. Now, we're, of course, talking about a high level here with all these girls, even the ones that aren't really that good looking. They're still, based on all the women you'd see in the world, they're still really hot.
Sure.
But his girlfriend is cute, and she's got that, maybe I'm just biased because I'm not the blonde liker of the world, but as I get even down to Sequoia, and I actually know Sequoia's husband, Terry. She's a married woman, and her husband plays poker on the scene in this area, and I've run into him, and he's a nice guy, and his wife is way hot! Or hotter than, I've always wanted to say that, so I'm supposed to say.
And now you can.
Yes.
Well, and who was the other one?
No, I've said it a couple
Play
times.
cards
Lindsay?
for his wife.
Lindsay or
Lindsay, I think it was.
Lindsay?
Throw wires in the middle of the table.
There you go.
Oh, geez, you guys.
I'm
That's-
all in.
I'll see your wife's left boob. And I'll throw it
Raise
both
you
my yeah, both my wives. Now what?
Okay.
You
Yeah.
guys are great.
And now, I mean, just thumbing through, Terry. Here's November, beats her. Here's December, definitely beats her, even though she's got the little Christmas outfit on. It's hard to see exactly what's totally going on there, and it's hard to see what's totally going on with any of these girls, but so I can only go, unless they're willing to come down and line up for us, Terry.
Right.
And be rated on the T-Man scale, because their lives will never be complete. I don't care how much joy and how much they get out of being seagulls. Their lives will never be complete, whether they want to acknowledge it or not, until they've been rated by the T-Man, Terry. Unless they want to come down here and do that, I have to go on what I'm seeing here in the pictures, in the calendar.
Right, unless you go to a game and you just shout out rating numbers and stuff.
There's no way.
That would be something.
There's no way that this dude who called in from Rattenterry, there's no way that he could tell me that his wife is better looking than this December picture I'm looking at here.
Oh, December's really cute. Yeah, she's really hot.
So April is a month you want to get over with.
You're just counting off the days going end. She's middle of the road.
No, I'm not saying there's any month that you're just dying for the month to come to an end. Except maybe...
Uh-oh.
Let me see if there is one. See, here's May. Look at May. And see, I like a little ethnicity, Terry. And there's a little bit more than a little.
Right.
Well,
you got an iffy one in there, don't you?
Because they have 3 girls in every month. There's always one girl that makes you want the month to stick around or at least not have to fly by. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So do all the girls make the calendar then?
I don't know.
Or do they leave somehow? Wouldn't that be horrible?
How do they leave any out?
Count, Stephen.
Yeah, there's 12 months. I don't have a calendar.
I thought you did.
Nope.
But there's 3 to every month, so 3 times.
But he said she had one to herself.
Well,
yeah, he did say that.
Yeah, but she has a picture to herself on the top of the month, but then on the bottom of the month page there are 2 other girls.
Yes, they all make it in because 12 times 3 is 36.
Wow.
But there's 32.
Right, but...
So they double up on some.
They must.
Or maybe there's only 2 in some months.
Or there's just
Let's
2
double
in
up on
some
Terry
months.
after the show.
And this guy's not calling back in? Can we open a line for him so he can call back in so I can tell him his wife is about mid-pack?
Girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, his girlfriend's like mid-pack?
He ain't calling back after
He
hearing
ain't,
that.
no.
Hey, to have a girlfriend who cheers for the Seahawks and is mid-pack amongst the group is a pretty good place to be.
Right.
Now, whether he has her after this week is over, based on what he said here on the air, I don't know, Terry.
Yeah.
But she's been with him about 3 years. She's comfortable with him. She's probably one of those homegrown little country girls from the Renton area, because they're all country there, right? And she's not leaving him anytime soon, I'm sure.
Sure.
Yes. Unless he loses her in a poker game.
Right.
And then you got to pay up.
I guess so.
All right. Text pages are rolling in this morning, Terry. Text pages roll in every morning, as you know, at 97373, don't you know? That's 97373 and at 856. And what's popping in here? What's going on? Everything good? Everything all right? Paige, do you have anything to say?
No, I didn't hear it popping.
Okay. Somebody writes, I'm going freaking nuts here, T-Man. I need a studio update. You have to have listened earlier in the program to really get that. Because I really haven't followed through with my segment-by-segment studio updates, Terry. Jeez. Any word for flowers, by the way? I see you're doing a lot of eating in there, but...
Tons.
He was choking at one point.
Oh, yeah, he was choking.
Yeah, when you have to give yourself the Heimlich maneuver to get to a segment,
I'll try power.
You might want to slow down the way you eat. All right? Should I try? Let me try him here. I'll try him if you think he's here. Mm-hmm.
Got some sausage caught in my throat. Believe me, that ain't the first time.
Yeah.
Good morning, Clear Channel.
Yes, is Eric Flowers on the premises, please? He goes by Powers, I believe, around your part of the building.
Yes, he does.
Mm-hmm. Who is this?
This is Stephanie.
How are you, Stephanie?
I'm good. How are you?
What month are you here? I thought I saw Stephanie.
Huh?
Oh, never mind.
Stephanie.
Oh, okay. Do you want Eric then?
Yes, that'd be nice.
Okay, hold on.
Thank you so much.
She's like a wacky person that does a one-man show for kids.
Yeah, she does an improv show.
God, she's
a front desk worker / wacky person that does a one-man show for kids.
She does an improv show down
for kids.
Yeah. It's not a one-man show.
I think it is. It's not rehearsed at all. She just goes off the cuff, an improv show, and she makes them laugh every time because when you're talking about won't even answer his phone. Won't even answer his phone.
Have her page him.
Well, let's ask the wacky one-man show girl to...
One-man.
Did she cover up her tattoo during the show?
I don't know. I went to the website.
Kids not supposed to see tattoos?
So, in other words,
boob tattoo?
In other words, if you took your child to see the wacky one-woman show, Stephen, you would want her to cover her boob tattoo. Yeah, wacky one-man show woman.
Excuse me?
Are you a wacky one-man show woman, girl?
Yeah.
Tell me about this. What is that? I didn't know anything about this. You perform for little children?
My show just opened. Yeah.
It just opened?
Well, I mean, like we just had our show just opened last weekend.
We're dark on Sundays and Mondays.
Man, I mean, a little puppet show at the library doesn't technically have an open and show, a closed date.
It's not a puppet show.
And it's not at the library.
It's like on a stage. It's all like professionally done, and
Yeah, it's at the Historic University Theater in the U District.
Really?
Are you one of the Wiggles?
What are you doing at the front desk? Do you know Thomas and Friends?
You want to be one of the Wiggles?
You can't really get paid doing that stuff.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, what do you have to do to be at one of your shows? Where do you perform, and what are you doing at the front desk if you're this talented?
Well, it's how I pay the bills.
Well, Steven says you'd be able to pay the bills a lot better if you take a gauze bandage and covered your boob tattoo before you soil the minds of these young children on...
Oh, you have to wear a T-shirt. It's easily covered up.
Oh, so you're not exposing your boob tattoo?
No.
Do you ever get the urge? Just bring her out?
Hey, kids.
Check out this flower.
How old is your audience typically?
3 to 9.
3 to 9.
Aww.
And you make sure that the boob tattoo is not anywhere to be seen?
Well, it doesn't really. I don't think it would make a big difference.
Can you turn your radio down there at the front desk?
I can't.
I hear it in the background.
I know, I can hear it too.
Oh. Well, you sound great. I mean, this is almost as good as your one-woman show.
It's not a one-woman show. There's like a band.
It's a cast.
Hey, if I want to call it a one-woman show, then let me go with it, please. Man, you're the only one worth seeing, right? So there you go. It's a one-woman show.
I'm not sure.
Man, I sound pretty agitated there, Terry.
Yeah,
In the background? Anyway, Eric Powers, you call him, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, he didn't answer his phone. Can you page him, please?
Yes.
Can you do a one-woman show, like PA announcement for the whole station to hear?
Yeah, sure.
And we'll be able to listen in so we can hear what you do there
okay.
with your little moonlighting gig?
Okay, hold on.
Mm-hmm. I guess not.
No.
She didn't listen.
Well, she may have taken another call.
I think I was ringing.
Yeah. She wasn't listening, Terry.
Yeah.
Oh, we should go to her show.
That's a wacky gig, man.
Yeah.
For 3 to 9-year-olds.
Yeah, I actually went on the
I
site.
paged him.
We wanted to hear
what's
you.
the...
1 to 2? Okay.
When's your next show?
It's Saturday. It's every Saturday at 2 p.m.
When does the wackiness start next?
It starts at 2 p.m. on Saturday.
And
We
how
can
long?
get there at 1:30 and we do face painting. It's really
How cool.
I want to look like Gene Simmons from Kiss.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Like you don't do that at home all the
Yeah,
time.
that's true.
You could.
And where is it?
It's in the U District at the Historic University Theater.
What's the name of your show called?
Hogwash.
Hogwash.
I performed that show once or twice in my life.
Oh, I'm the king of washing the hogs, baby. I was single.
That's what I'm saying.
The hogs are on the lookout.
Yeah,
Sure that's not the name of the Husky game this weekend there?
Oh, anyway. So 2 o'clock Saturday, the Hogwash.
Yes.
All right.
You should make it out. It's a really good show.
Uh-huh.
Very interactive, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, the kids it's improv.
You
so
really-
the kids help write the stories that we do.
Oh, isn't that sweet? You're speaking generally when you're saying I should really make it out, right? You're not talking to me per se, because you don't want me in the crowd, right? You don't want me in the audience going, right?
You're one of the kids is the thing.
Got it!
She'd probably say, come on up, let's paint
Well,
your face.
anyone who kind of pays money to come see it, I'm
Really?
saying okay to come.
So it's open to all audiences.
There you go.
You're even welcoming me there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You might want to get that line. Because who knows if this hogwash thing is going to work out for you. You might want to stay in good standing here at the company. Because I'll tell you what, if this thing takes off and she gets a gig to go national with this show, Terry, if hogwash goes on the road, she's dropping the front desk like...
Quickly.
Yes.
It'll be bigger than the Wiggles.
Bigger than the Wiggles you want to be?
Oh, wow.
That's a pretty lofty goal there.
That is.
You're already knocking the Wiggles?
Yeah,
You're already challenging the Wiggles?
Those guys are fags.
They're Australia's #1 moneymaker right now.
They are?
Yeah, they are.
Mm-hmm.
For kids.
Wow. So if the Wiggles, if I could get them down here, would you fight them?
Yeah, I totally would fight him. Because I also hate Australians. So it'd be like...
Wow. So you weren't too upset when
Do the kids know this at the show?
Well, I bet you I could get him to hate Australians, too.
Wow. What if there's an Australian in the crowd? You'll have him hating himself by the end of the hour, or what?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Put the Australian on the bobby.
It's amazing what people are willing to say on this program.
I know.
Okay. And,
You weren't too upset when Steve Irwin died then, I take it.
Well, I thought he was... Well, he, wants to save the planet. That's good. I just never met him, but I bet you he'd probably...
and how is he going about
Australians
saving
are
the
really
planet?
rude.
Cute Olivia Newton-John. You don't like her?
Cute
I
Olivia.
really don't like her at all.
Even when she got animal? Anyway,
Jeez, haven't you seen that video?
what's going on with Flowers there? Any sign of this redheaded stepchild, this fire crotch of ours, or what?
Yeah, I haven't
He's
seen him
avoiding
even.
me today, Terry.
Well, did you try a cell phone again?
How many times do I have to try it?
Huh?
Well, he's up now. He's at the old IHOP having breakfast. You know?
Getting ready for a big meeting.
Yeah.
Well, he's got to be. Yeah, there is a big meeting after this.
Do you enjoy your work at the front desk, or is it just a job?
Huh?
Never mind.
Yeah, that's the answer right there.
Stephanie, it was lovely talking to you.
Yeah, no, this is very
I should
pleasant.
stop and talk to you more often.
Yes, you should.
I'm not rude to you, am I?
No, not as rude as Australians are.
Well, that's obviously not saying much. That doesn't sound like the biggest endorsement you've ever given anyone, because you despise all Australians. So I'm hoping I
You're like from New Zealand.
No, you're much nicer than us. Well, I love Kiwis.
Aren't I surprisingly nice?
Yes, you are surprisingly nice.
Yes.
You're very pleasant to be around.
Yes. Especially on the days that you have the boob tattoo exposed. Okay.
Aren't I pleasant to be around? Sorry.
Yeah. Anyway.
I got a couple Kiwis to show you later.
You guys are just wrong.
Oh, I just saw him. He just walked in. He's just
Right.
walking in now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to get a hold of us.
Sure.
Yeah, really liking the boob tattoo today.
Oh, wait, you're on the air with T-Man?
Yeah, no problem. Would you like to still talk to Eric? 'Cause he
Nah,
just
no
walked in.
thanks.
Oh,
No,
we
thanks.
don't?
All right, yeah, patch us in.
Okay, hold on.
Patch us.
Actually, he's
1962.
unlocking his door, so...
You're one of the
I'll
all-time great patches, aren't you, baby?
What?
Never mind. Go ahead.
Okay, he's still unlocking his door.
How long does it take?
Finding the keys.
Okay, I'm transferring you right now. Thank you.
No.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Interesting lady.
She is. I love her emails, though.
Derek?
You guys email each other?
Hello?
Wait, you have to be that loud, dude? You're not on the air.
Oh, I'm not trying to be loud.
I mean, you're
I'm just
on the
like,
air,
I heard
but
you
you-
gave out my cell number.
This is not your show, all right? You can chill out and rest your voice until the wackiness begins from what time is it again? 3 to 7.
There you
After
go.
Julie Pilot.
Yes. Now, I can't remember why I was mad at him, Terry. What were we talking about earlier?
4:45.
Oh, yeah. Did you set up a car service for us in San Francisco on Monday to pick us up at 4:45?
Yeah.
Is that what you did?
I wanted them to think that we're doing a lot of show prep.
Well, they are going to realize quickly that that's not the case. Because
then the car guy will wait for you.
Well, you might want to reschedule, because otherwise that car service is going to be sitting in front of the hotel for a good solid hour.
Well, good. It'll warm up your bagels.
Mm-hmm.
He's got bagels and crumpets and all kinds of crap.
Crumpets?
Well, I mean, he's got things. They'll have, like, pastries and stuff in the car, so they'll be warmed up, ready to go.
Okay, well, you have an answer for everything, I guess. Not really. Okay.
Pastries in the car. I'll be there, 4:45.
And there'll be none by 5:45.
And
what time do you guys want to be picked up?
Since when? I would like to be picked up for the first show on Monday, because we don't know what the studio's going to look like and all that stuff. I say the driver to start a 6 o'clock show. How long is the drive from the hotel to the station?
I think it's like 5-10 minutes.
All right,
Oh,
so he
geez.
should pick us up around 5:25, 5:30.
Whoa.
Yes.
5:25. So that gives you
Yes.
about.
And then
15
from
minutes.
Tuesday to Friday, he should pick us.
5:45.
He should pick us up at 5:50.
5:50?
All right, 5:55.
You're going to get there at about 6:05, pending traffic.
You said 5-10 minutes, so there's not going to be any traffic at that time in the morning. So all right, we'll make it 5:50.
I hope the upper ups love that.
Mm-hmm.
The suits and ties.
Upper ups.
The upper ups. The big wigs. The ties and
Got it.
suits.
Yes, he's getting on a little roll here.
Hope they don't get disgruntled.
Why would they get disgruntled with the wonderful show that they're going to get?
That's true.
Usually the on-air product is
we'll
what
wait and see
matters in radio. I always thought.
I guess I went a little far with trying to get you guys early. I thought you'd be overzealous about getting on.
And when did you start trying to convince me of what to do and what not to do on this program? I thought you long since abandoned that idea.
I always jab in once in a while when I hear something.
Yeah, well, your jabbing days have long since passed. Let's just make that very clear right now.
I like to jab.
All right, there'll be no jabbing. If you want to jab, that's what Dirty Harry is on the payroll for. All right?
This'll be good
You
for
can jab away at his
time to-
Dirty Harry.
Is this a good time to talk about pay your bills?
Pay your bills.
That starts next week, so you can get your bills in right now. 206-494-2099.
What, people aren't sending in their bills? People don't want any bills paid?
We are paying bills starting next week on your show.
Is this to indicate that people aren't sending in their bills fast enough? Is that why you're making a desperate plea for bills?
Actually, we're doing pretty good with it, but we might as well get the word out on this show, too. It kind of helps when you're a radio station.
Oh, so now you're getting on me, it seems like, in an indirect way for not giving the message that we're taking people's bills.
No, that's
so
direct.
now,
I'm being direct.
here's another jib. No, that wasn't direct. You didn't come out and say, T-Man, you've been neglecting telling people to send in their bills?
Yes, I did. Yesterday we talked about this.
Well, I don't remember that part of it. I was still too fired up about you telling me not to talk about the studio in here. People don't want to hear about it. Since when are you the gauge of what people do and don't want to hear on this program? Since when?
Answer
me!
I'm a listener.
What was that?
He's a listener.
I'm a fan of the show. I want to hear about other stuff.
All right.
But we want to hear about pay your bills.
I don't want to hear Dirty Harry on Mercer Street every day, but I don't call in your show telling him to come back to the station.
You know what? I'd love it if you would.
Well, that's never going to happen. All right?
Oh, it would be a nice treat.
Are you really coming down with us to San Francisco?
Oh, my God, I'm just ready.
Maybe I shouldn't. It doesn't seem like I'm wanted.
Oh.
I'm not sad about it. It just doesn't seem like I'm wanted, so I don't...
That's not the way you really feel?
That's...
Okay, then we'll have to go with that. Okay.
All right.
Do you have a flight scheduled already?
I do now. As of yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I have one.
Well, you don't have to cancel it yet.
Sounds like it should be canceled.
Well, he's just trying to, participate. That's all.
Yeah, trying to help out, get the car service and everything.
You are trying to help, and I understand that. You're just making big errors.
What'd you say?
I said you are trying to help. You're just making big errors.
Yeah.
I don't know where the errors are coming in.
I'm telling you where they're coming in.
But that doesn't make any sense.
Stop overstepping. It's nice to have you around. It's always fun to look at a redhead, but stop overstepping.
Why does my hair always come in? I mean, like it has anything to do with what's going on.
Because it's a very funny part of your body.
I've gone through many high school years of terror, so I don't need to continue that.
If you were listening this morning, did I not indicate of how impressive it was to watch you being fawned over down there when you went to San Francisco last month with me?
Did I wasn't being fawned over.
I saw it that way. I saw them as seeing you as something I've never considered you as. And that's like a big-time kind of guy. They like almost showed worship to you down there. Did I not point that out? Is it all about bashing you? No. I indicated that as far as the reception that people in this industry, for whatever reason, have for you in the world, it's like way strong. I was blown away by that. I think you need to be peed on again before your head gets too big.
I wouldn't worry about that.
All right.
It's pretty grounded.
Uh-huh.
And I don't think that was any concern down there at all. It wasn't any big deal. I mean, they were looking for you, my friend, not me.
Well, that's not what I saw.
I'm a shadow in the dark. Anyway, we're just trying to make this thing.
He has a one-liner for everything.
Yeah, he's got something. It's not a one-liner. I'm doing
His one-liners are just so weird.
And he almost has them out before you're done. Hey, I'm doing good. How are you? Great to be seen. Good to be seen.
Shadow in the dark. Flowers.
Yes.
Always a pleasure, and not a really.
What time did you guys call me this morning?
Oh, jeez.
Will this be the first time you'll be without Harry, by the way? Traveling without him?
Oh, he's not coming.
Dirty Harry's not coming down to San Francisco, is he?
No, he's not coming. Unless you guys would like him to come down.
Not enough room on the plane for them all. Okay.
He'd like to come down.
He's a nice guy.
Right?
He's a very nice guy. Yes.
Oh, in fact, the irony is he's right here. Hang on.
All right. No, thank you. All right.
That's all right.
Not really ironic, but okay.
Uh-huh.
He's at his workplace. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, where's the irony come in? God.
So early they show up for their shows.
Well, they need the prep.
There's your irony.
They don't know what the hell itch they're going to name today. Or scratch or whatever.
Please. You got to keep your head up.
You know what, Terry? I think today, I'm not positive we're going to check this, right? But I think today may be the 10-year anniversary of the death of Tupac Shakur, Terry.
Oh, wow.
I know he was shot after a Tyson fight on like September 7th or 8th or something like that. And I think he held on for a few days. And do you remember it that way? And then I think he died on this day 10 years ago. Steven, you on that? You Wikipediaing it? What are you doing?
That's what Karen said on the air yesterday.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Oh. All right, that's why I know it, because I listen to her show all the time, too.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming she's right.
She said today is the day?
That is what she said, yeah.
All right, then there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Screw Wikipedia. Karen Wilde trumps that outfit.
Yeah.
Trumps a lot of outfits.
Her scratch was real easy yesterday, by the way.
Was it really? Mm-hmm. So you won another prize?
I actually got it, yeah.
Are you sending in your bills, too, Stephen? Because it's pay your bills time of year.
Yeah, make sure you plug that.
Well, now, starting next Thursday, when we're in San Francisco, not only, see, the way we're going to do this is we're going to pay a bill for one person in each city.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Wow, cool.
I think.
Well, all right.
And it starts, I do know it starts next Thursday. We're going to start pulling bills out of the old hopper, and I don't care how much your bill is. If it's $1, if it's $100,000, send it in. And you may have it pulled, and if it gets pulled, and you, how does it work? You call in, and
we
then
have,
we pay? Do you have to call in or no?
Call them
we call them
to see if they're around.
Offer some
right?
stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever.
So they
Just
would
send in your
automatically.
They don't have to call in like in a half hour or something like that?
I thought
They did last year.
Oh, okay, yeah, I don't even remember.
All right.
Don't ask me.
Maybe we should go to the meetings once in a while.
And then they have to match 2 bills.
It's match and win, pay your bill?
I just know somebody does some calling and whatever.
Okay, we'll do some calling then.
Our rules are different, though.
And where do you where do you send the bills? Is there an address?
There's a fax number. They want you to fax, or you could send them to...
Do you know the fax number?
No, I don't.
All right.
I think it's 494-2093.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hold me to that.
Everything is all about
Call it and see if you hear a fax noise.
We think Tupac died 10 years ago. We think we'll be paying your bills starting next week. We think you should fax them into 494-2093.
Well, call if you hear a fax noise. You'll know I'm right.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody.
How about we just call the front office and ask?
We've already done that today.
I'm on Wild's website. I know how to do it if you're in San Francisco.
Okay, that's it.
415-538-1028.
And you fax, right?
Well, what about Cube 93's website? Do they have that there?
I'm going there right now.
All right. Let's see here. Please take the poor redhead with you. We don't need carrot balls around town any more than he needs to be.
Wow, that's
carrot balls,
nice.
says one texter at 9:30 and 5 seconds, Terry.
Sweet.
9:28 and 23 seconds. What are you doing, T-Man? I want to hear about the new studio. Mm-hmm.
It's pretty.
You see what I'm saying, Terry?
I do.
Do I know from what I'm talking? Oh, jeez, maybe not. Hot shots right. Fat women have the motion of the ocean.
Oh, my God.
Well, I didn't say fat, per se. Little heavy.
That was a good one. Wow.
Make the hogwash at the front desk. Get your oatmeal, T-Man.
That's nice.
T-Man, I'm going insane. My girlfriend broke up with me last night. Oh, since like a really heartfelt text page. We have no place for that.
So was there oatmeal today?
Yeah.
Yes, it was on time, and it was quite good.
The world is not out of oats, we found out.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
That's just not right.
I had sex with that dude's Seagal girlfriend 2 weeks ago.
Nice.
Stop it.
No way.
T-Man, don't lie. You would do all the Seagals.
3 jobs ago.
Yeah, 2 jobs ago, I do about 70% of them. 1 job ago, half of them. Nowadays, only 5.
Just one former one.
Just one, yeah.
Is that right?
That's what I
Who
hear.
do you have in mind, Stephen? Tell pussy powers.
Jeez.
The only reason the industry respects Cube is because of you guys, not the Crimson Crotch.
Oh, wow. He's got...
And his worthless sidekick.
He got, what is it, carrot balls and now he's
Crimson Crotch. That's nice.
We do have some loyal listeners out there, Terry, that love to back us when they feel that the moment calls for it, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Yes. I'm excited to unleash this show on the Bay Area, Terry.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That means I have to get 1-800-229-SHOT so they can afford it?
Whatever has to happen, you're exposing yourself to a whole new pool of people.
Can't wait.
Love to see their Jamba Juice down there.
I would have said women, but I don't want to be presumptuous. Anyhow.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Got a whole week down there, maybe to bring about some changes in you. I don't know. Maybe the changes have already taken place. I don't know.
Looking for an alternative lifestyle.
I don't want to assume. Save it for your head.
The T-Man.